Yo, bro, what's another name for a UA?
Replica? Fake?
No. I thought you was gonna say that. It's called a UFS, unidentified fucking sneaker, bro. Fucking sneaker. That's what we're gonna call it from now on, bro. Because that's what it is. It's an unidentified fucking sneaker. Hey, what is up, guys? Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all looking after yourselves. I hope you're all doing the crazy things that you need to be doing to keep winning and to keep excelling. And remember, guys, the Shudo podcast is here. The Shudo podcast is about to take over. So tell your uncles, your aunties, your grandmas, your granddads, your nephews, your nieces, because we're here and we're here to stay. Isn't that right, bro?
I ain't planning on going nowhere. You talking about?
We're taking over. Yeah. What is up, bro? Because I know you was on holiday in there last week. And you gotta tell us about your experience.
Well, shout out to South Florida once again. Shout out to my brothers. I ain't get to see all my brothers, but I did get to see King Rod. We kicked it for a little while, so shout out to Rod. Aventura Mall in Hollywood, Florida. So if anybody has luxury, I'm pretty sure y'all got a luxury mall, right?
Yeah. We always have a luxury. There's luxury villages here, by the way.
There's all the store, all the high end, Gucci, Fendi, Prada, Louis, all them, Rolex, all of them, right? Here in Atlanta is Lenox. That's our luxury mall, right? So I took my Air Max, right? And I'm gonna try to make this story as short as I possibly can. I took my COGP Air Max, the head-to-head Air Max, is what Nike called it, but the blue and yellow, the Michigan color Air Max.
Yeah.
I wanted blue socks. I showed you the fit. Blue short, multicolored shirt with blue and yellow, braids hat. Left without my braids hat, my navy blue braids hat.
Yeah.
And I don't have blue socks. I got white socks, but I don't want to wear white socks. I want to wear blue socks because I'm finna be matchy with this outfit, right? So I'm in this bougie luxury mall in Hollywood, right? And I need a hat. I need a blue braids hat, and I need blue Nike socks if I can get them.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm going for, because it's a Nike store and a Liz, right? And I look up the Nike store, and it's one of the big, nice ones. Of course, it's in the luxury mall, right? So I go to the Nike store, and it's cool. 2 floors. The kids upstairs. Everything that they came out, except the Palomino ones and the UNC ones. All the Dunks, all the Air Max, all the Air Force One, all the everything. I'm talking about the wall had to be maybe 15, 20 feet wide.
Okay.
Heat. Oh, I mean, plenty heat, bro. No pandas, but all the other Dunks. And because it's Florida. Like I saw a lot of pandas down there. They still on pandas hard down there. But
yeah.
So I go downstairs to the men's section. Because the women and kids upstairs, the men downstairs, and they got a Nike ID a Nike ID creation factory, whatever thing, right there on the spot where you can make Air Force One, custom Air Force Ones, and custom T-shirts.
Mm-hmm.
So that's cool, right? Men's section, same thing. Everything except UNC's, Palominos, and pandas. They had dunks up there, bro. A lot of them dunks that we talked about on the release calendar.
Yep.
They were sitting in there. Those white and denim dunks, bro. Toomblade.
Oh, are you talking about the Jordan 1? Jordan 1 low.
No. I didn't see those. I know what you're talking. You're talking about the World Made China.
Yeah, World Made China, yeah.
The World Made Japan or whatever. I think it's World Made Japan, right? Yeah, World Made Japan.
No, it's World Made Japan. It's a sneaker that come out of Japan. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but it's a dunk. It's a dunk low, white and denim. Crazy dunk, bro. I don't know why they should have dropped that last year in the middle of the dunk craze. But anyway, not that they wasn't dropping some solid dunks in between the, GR.
Did you get a chance to see the Crenshaw dunks or anything like that?
No SBs, nothing like that. No SBs or nothing.
Oh, so it's basically a more luxury Nike store.
All the retros, all the new runners, the Pegasus and all that. Plenty Air Max 1s, Air Max 90s. I saw a lot of good stuff on feet too. I saw the OG Air Max 1s on feet, the blue one. I saw a guy, he had you, bro. He killed you. He had on the full, and we in Florida, he had on the whole Florida A&M fit with the Florida A&M LeBrons. I said, he got it. He got it. I'm talking about the hat, the orange shirt, the green shorts with the black socks with the black LeBron, Florida A&M. I mean, it was nice though. But I ended up copping a couple T-shirts. They didn't have no navy socks, unfortunately. So, but I did give me some new socks. I needed to. My wife wasn't gonna let me leave that without buying some new socks. And so shout out to her. Went to Liz. That was a disappointment. I talked to the dude at Liz too. I'm like, bro, why they got you in this bougie ass high finger mall? All these luxury stuff, like Gucci right around the corner from you, and you got this no fear God hats, no paper planes hats. I mean, he had a decent selection, like a normal selection that a Liz would have. Yep. But to be in that mall, you're supposed to have all the super dope hats. You know what I'm saying? You should have limited stuff in there. Like, come on, bro. The Louis store right there. Like, you got this man in here with these GR hats, bro.
Yeah, but man, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. Sometimes there's sometimes a random store just pops up from nowhere in a place that shouldn't be there. You're like, one of these things doesn't fit.
Right. So I leave. I did get a hat, but it wasn't the one I wanted. So I leave Liz. My wife, she was doing something. She went somewhere and got something. Some gelato, some tequila infused gelato, which was cool. I go check out Foot Locker. Foot Locker's trash. Trash, bro.
Wait, bro. Oh, during COVID and after COVID, when hasn't Foot Locker not been trash? Let's be honest. I don't like trashing retailers. I do not like trashing retailers, but we have to call out bad.
They trashed us.
Bad business. Yeah, of course they did.
They called us soft.
Yeah, well. Yo, moving swiftly on. Carry on with your story from vacation. We're about to enter the TJ takeover in a bit after your story, bro.
Yeah. I know. I gotta get it out of the way. So. Yeah. Because I'm not going to try to take over later on like you did me last week.
Oh no!
So
this podcast is going to be how many times can you make Q laugh? I'm not even joking.
Oh my god! So meanwhile, I go. It's we got there Tuesday. We're leaving Saturday. You know, I had a package on the way, right?
Oh yeah. Situation number one, bro.
I had to put my package on hold because it was signature required, and I didn't want to inconvenience any of my family members, which it would have been my sister or my sister-in-law. I didn't want to inconvenience them and have them come sit at the house waiting on a package. You know what I'm saying? So I put it on hold at my local access point right down the street from my house. I'm looking at my shop app. It was supposed to be delivered Tuesday, but then it got pushed back to Wednesday. So I see it go out for delivery on Wednesday. And it's still out for delivery on Thursday.
Yeah.
It's still out for delivery on Friday. And it's still out for delivery on Saturday. But we coming back Saturday, right?
Yeah.
So I say, I'm not even finna play with these people, bro. I'm not finna play with these people about my shoes, dog. I'm going to Walgreens as soon as I possibly can after we get after we get off that plane. So we get off the plane, we go to the parking place, get the car. My wife, she was craving something, so we stop at the grocery store, and I'm calm. I'm calm the whole time. I'm calm.
It's the calm before the storm, bro. It's the calm before the storm. You know, at that moment in time, your brain is strategizing. You're thinking, this is how I'm going to approach it. No, it's probably not going to go that way. This is how I'm going to approach it. This is what I'm going to say. This is how I'm going to break it down. And hopefully they'll understand what I'm saying. But we know the situation, bro, because it never goes like you planned, bro. It never goes like you planned. You end up saying something. You end up swearing at them. You end up saying, give me my fork sneaker. And it's like, oh, no. Oh, no, bro. Go on. I'm anticipating the story now. Go on.
So,
and I expect you to pull out the sneaker at the end, bro. I expect you to pull out the sneaker at the end because I want that mission accomplished.
We'll see.
Oh, okay, go on.
My wife come out the store, which is right across the street from the Walgreens. I thought about walking over there or driving over there while my wife was in the store. I said, no, I need my wife to be with me when I go over here.
I know now. I know how heated you must have been in that situation.
Besides the fact that she was telling me, nah, I don't trust it. Just call Tiff or ask Kiki if they can come. No, I don't want to inconvenience nobody because we decided to go on vacation a week and a half after one of the hottest sneakers of the year release, and I actually got it, and it's coming in the damn mail. And Union take a week and a day before they even create the label. No, not create. Yeah, before they even create the label, and it ain't their fault. I don't want to bring them into this, right? So I'm gonna deal with my problems the way I deal with my problems. Go to this store. And I'm gonna walk in there and I'm gonna ask them for my package.
I wish I had DMX growling now. I wish I had DMX growling now because that's what you've been doing, bro. As soon as you see the store.
So look, we get in the car. My wife come out the store, go across the street. And I pull up in the Walgreens parking lot and she say, what you coming over here for? I said, get my damn shoes. She never forgot. Right? Which is great. I'm so glad she forgot, right? As I'm pulling up, I see a lady and a kid coming out the store. Lady got on, I'm on my earphones. I didn't take it as a sign, but I'd like seeing I'm on my earphones outside in a normal environment doing regular activities. You know what I'm saying? She was at the drugstore with her daughter. I'm on my earphones on. I appreciated that, right?
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's a good vibe.
So I go inside. I see the FedEx counter at the far end of the store.
Yeah.
Nobody's there. 2 chicks at the counter work there talking to each other. I said, is FedEx still open? She said, you got a drop off or pick up? I said, pick up. And she put her head down and continued talking, but she was going in her pockets. I was like, yes. She got access, right?
Yeah.
So she said, what's the name? I tell her, yeah, I know my name. I tell her, that's the last name? I said, yeah. Spell it for her, different. My last name different, I don't want nobody to get it confused, right? So I spell it for her. She walked behind the thing and she said it was supposed to be, I said, nah, I had it on hold. It was supposed to be delivered Wednesday. She was like, well, I don't know, because they be sending stuff back. I let her do her job.
Yeah.
She walked back there and I hear some rumbling, some shuffling. She said, you know what it's supposed to be? Like it's supposed to be, I said, it's a box, like a medium-sized box.
Mm-hmm.
She's ruffling and shuffling. And she came out with a box. She said, what's the first name? I told her my name.
Yo, bro. see, no, bro. See what a little bit of DMX gets you. You just came in and said, "What's my name?" Where's my you start saying, "Where's the dogs at? Where's my sneakers at?"
Where? And I told her, I said, it's been saying out for delivery since Wednesday. And she said, oh, that's because when they dropped it off, they didn't hit the button to show that it was delivered.
Yeah.
I think that might have saved me.
For you to go there, yeah, it definitely did save you, bro. It definitely saved you to go actually to the store to pick it up.
No.
Left it there.
I was supposed to go pick it up, but the driver never marked it delivered. Yeah. So that might have saved me time because I don't know if between Wednesday and Friday or Wednesday and Saturday, it might have got sent back. Like they might have sent it back Saturday when the truck came, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't get there until after 7:00 in the evening, So that FedEx driver not doing his job probably might have saved me another week of tracking down my, you know what I mean?
Yeah. For sure, bro. But like, what do you think of the Union one, bro? In the summer of '96, in hand now because I had it in hand, and I've changed the laces and done what I want to do with it, bro. What do you think of that, especially the footscape element of that sneaker?
It's weird. It's I ain't got this a one of a kind for my collection.
Yeah.
Much like the Sashiko.
Yeah. You can't even consider this like a Union one, like from the original Union ones. Not at all, bro.
No. I do. I fully give them all the credit for doing this. I mean, you can't not. But I get what you're saying. Also, is in comparison to the first ones, there is none.
Exactly that. Exactly what I'm trying to say.
There is the only comparison to this sneaker is the Footskate Nike.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm looking at the Footskate Nike a bit more differently now because I'm like, that is actually dope. The way they do that's actually dope. It's the way they did that. Best Boutique and Union and Chris Gibbs and the team from Jordan Brand, the way they executed that, I think this is totally. I can't compare the first one to the second one, even though it belongs there because it's such a unique sneaker. And I think over time that's going to mature really well. That sneaker itself is going to mature really, really well.
I wish they would have did suede instead of felt. But I do feel like now that you put the word mature into it, I think the felt, although it'll get dirty easier, it'll probably last longer. As far as,
yeah.
But the materials, this leather is crazy.
Yeah, buttery, bro. Buttery as hell.
The stitching, the back tab. Like I'm still gonna drop my review, even though it's gonna be late. I'm gonna go ahead. I ain't did a review in a while too, so I'm gonna drop my review. I'm gonna give more thoughts on that. But I ended my vacation with a bang. Also, shout out to the Colorado Buffaloes, 2-0. Funko released the primetime Falcons pop. It's the only football pop that I got. Y'all know I don't rock with the NFL, but I rock with Prime. So the Deion Sanders NFL pop, number 222, Black Falcons uniform. Yeah.
But I was an amazing story. Like in terms of like, I knew your union ones were going to be delayed because obviously you were out on holiday. I knew you was going to put them on hold. I didn't know you had to go and pick them up, but yeah, that was a beautiful end to a story because I just love the fact that you have pulled that sneaker out again because the lady gave it to you. That, like I said, just go in like DMX, tell him what your name is because what's my name, and then basically, what you call it? Where's my sneakers at? Rather than where my dog's at, where's my sneakers at? That's all you need to go and say. Guys, bit of advice: if the shop don't give you the sneakers once you delivered it and it hasn't been delivered, and you go into the store, shout out DMX, growling like DMX, and they'll give you your sneakers, bro. That's what I'm saying. But on the actual sporting front, I had a question for you, bro. The Rugby World Cup, Rugby Union World Cup has started, and I was just thinking, sitting there this morning, how well do you think American athletes would adapt to the Rugby Union League and the Rugby World Cup?
We talked about that before. I think there'll probably be a lot of players that could do it. I don't think they will want to though.
Yeah, I think there's an easy adaptation from rugby union to rugby. I'm going to break this down for you, but I think rugby is. I think players probably can easier transition from rugby to American football, from my opinion, because I think the heavy hitting from what rugby gives you is lessened. So I think the adaptability for a rugby player to an American football player is easier than the reality from an American football player realizing you're going to get absolutely mullered.
I think the biggest difference when we talk about ease of transition with that would be the physicality. I think 100% rugby players would have a better time physically going to the NFL because of how much padding it is and how strict the rules are. Like NFL, I mean, dudes getting jacked up all the time in NFL. Don't get it twisted. Hit stick is real. But rugby, just the amount of constant contact today and the lack of pass, bro, is got to be way different. Coming up playing rugby, the way your body conditioned is you're gonna be tougher. You know what I'm saying? But the difference outside of rules, because it will go both ways with rules, right? Football, American football players learning rugby versus rugby learning American football. That I give that equal playing field because I don't know nothing about the rules of rugby. The game looks crazy to me when I see it. Like I don't know what's going on with the scrums and the way you score and the way offense and defense work. I don't know none of that. But the speed of American football, because of how far and how fast people get to run, I don't see that much running in rugby. So I think American football players will have a big speed and an athleticism advantage versus how much tougher rugby players are naturally. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree with that. I think the American football is a bit more fast paced in terms of like going down the flanks and strategies as well. I think there's a lot of strategies behind rugby, not to kind of downplay it, blame it.
But they don't throw in rugby. Do they do forward passing?
No, you can't forward pass. You can back pass,
Exactly.
and it's more. I think that's the only difference between American football and rugby is the fact that you can back pass. In rugby, you have to back pass. American football, you have to transition forwards as well because obviously you got to kind of use advantage of play. But this is gonna complex you even more, or gonna confuse you even more. There's two types of rugby: rugby league and rugby union. Right? Rugby union is where you get the scrummages, is where you get you got to retain the ball. You got to once you're down, you have to let go of the ball so your teammates can grab it, right? So there's no transitions, there's no takedowns, there's no
stoppage.
There's no stoppage. It's a fluid game. But rugby union, that's rugby union. Rugby league is you have 5 attempts. No, you have 5 attempts, and if you get tackled, you have to roll it back to the other player to carry on the play. So there's a semi-stop, right? But you've only got 5 tries, and on the 5th try, you have to either kick it or give it back to the team, or go for the try, right? That's the only similarities with American football. American football is you got 3 attempts, you got to make the 10 yards. 4 attempts. Yeah, sorry, 4 attempts. Third attempt, 4th attempt, you have to go for a try or kick it or hand it to the team. And
but
basically, that's the only.
Kicking or punting. Punting is giving it back. Kicking is attempting to score.
Exactly. So that there's the 4 things. That's the only similarities between the rugby league and American football. It's more closer based to American football, even though it's very different in itself. So there's two predominant leagues in rugby: Rugby Union League, Rugby Union World Cup, and Rugby League World Cup. And this is why, when you talk about rugby, it's so confusing, bro. Like in terms of the 2 differences as well. When I was first getting into rugby, I used to watch rugby union all the time, and then all of a sudden I'm watching rugby league, and they're stopping, and they're giving the ball, they're stopping. All offensive players go off them, and they give the ball back to teammates, and they carry on the transition. And you're thinking, what the hell is going on here? What am I watching? Is this has the sport been adapted, or has it been changed? It's no. It's the same. It's a different league. It's like a different context to a sport, or different take to a sport, but they called it rugby league, and rugby union's more fluid. It never stops. You got scrummages and all of that stuff. So. It's very different, very, very different.
It's
if you didn't know, if you wouldn't.
It's like almost like the NFL and the CFL. I'd probably say more like the NBA and the Big 3. Like NBA is 5 players, Big 3, 3 players. NBA got a clock, Big 3 don't. Stuff like that.
Yeah. And so from that context alone, it is kind of very confusing. If you didn't know, you don't. If you didn't know, you didn't know. But it's a wonderful sport though. Like every single sport, American football, rugby is a wonderful sport to watch. But now, if you didn't know, guys, it's the Love Kick Customs on the TJ takeover, because obviously we had last week Q took over, and basically this week is my turn to entertain you guys and to entertain Q. So quick strikes, bro. We're gonna go straight into the quick strikes, and no sneaker is safe, bro. No sneaker is safe out there for a release, and I didn't know this, and I just realized this, and this. Corporate Gotham, when we originally saw the Corporate Gotham, didn't we actually think it was going to be Corporate Gotham unique sneaker that's not going to come out anywhere? It's going to be a Corporate Gotham official boutique release. It's going to stay in the area, and we might not even see it. That was a rumor at the beginning, right at the beginning. That was a rumor.
Well, it seemed that way because that's how corporate that's how corporate does. Corporate, they stay community. Like they remind me of Offspring. The way they stay local. You can buy from them online, but they were gonna do much like a lot of collabs, they're gonna do their release before everybody else get it. So that's
so the Corporate Gotham came out on Friday or Thursday. Well, I think it was Thursday or Friday. One of the 2 on the Thursday. Was it the 9th or the Thursday? Yeah, it was the 7th. Yeah, it was 7th. It was 7th of September. But this came out. But you know what? Dell sent me a message. Shout out to you, bro. And that BSTN got them, and it gave me a bit more hope because I'd actually bid on this for 150 pounds, which was actually, and the resale was dropping as we were speaking. It was like 200, 180. I was like, you know what, I could actually snap and get this for 150 pounds. And then I realized all the boutiques, all the retailers actually started dropping this visual, and I'm like, yo, bro, this is coming out everywhere. So on that, bro, I was just thinking, no sneaker is safe in terms of. Remember back in the day, you get a COJP, you get a boutiques release, and it just stays in the area. You got this corporate got it stays in the area. Now it looks like sneakers are so globally influenced that they can't just do regional releases. They might do one like last year, like Sneakers Day. You got Wasabi, Air Max ones and stuff like that, but it's still accessible to the point where you can still get it if you want in the secondary market. And it's not like it was before. The sneaker game is massively changed over the last 10 to 12 years to the point where there's no longer any limitations, even though I'm a bit annoyed that the Huarache highs or some of the Air Trainer SC highs don't come out here. But I do believe in the next 10 years, if that movement picks up outside the States, they will be coming outside the States.
They have to. Especially some of these boutique owners and operators, they speak on inclusion. And it's great to see. We seeing more and more boutiques starting to get collabs. Like Nike is giving SB treatment to a lot of these boutiques now. You know what I'm saying? And we love it. We gonna eat it up. Most of the time, we gonna eat it up. This is one of them ones. Corporate, they hit this out the park. I'm not going for it. I mean, I could have copped it. I hope I ain't knocked nobody off. I jumped in the line just to see how easy it was, and I could have had it.
Bro,
maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just good at manual cops like that now. But I saw it. I jumped in the line. I got in real fast, real easy. And I'm like,
bro.
And I just I had to get out of there because I was looking at it like, I don't need it, bro. I don't need it.
Bro, you know what? This sneaker is so damn gorgeous. That teal green on this sneaker. Yo, I was sleeping to a point where when some of the new releases, I wanted the New Beginnings airship. That's dope. But the new variations of the colorways, which were I wanted what do you call it? Airships as well. I wanted the band airship again. Okay. But like basically the airships that were coming out, you had all predominantly white with a bit of color, like yellow or orange or green. And I was like, okay, cool. I like it. It's dope. It's nice. But I'm not feeling the materials. I want the materials to be better. I want it to be premium. I want to be soft. I want it to be breakable, that it doesn't kind of destroy the fluidity of the actual silhouette. I want it to be amazing. And then the tech grays came out. The tech grays just changed my mind on the airship. I wanted them. They were so soft, bro. That sneaker is phenomenal. I won't be surprised if that and the Every Game is in somebody's top 10 this year, because those two are fire. And then I thought, you know what? I still love the material. I still love everything about it. But the thing is, it's still predominantly white. Give me something that's going to be so crazy, it's going to spark my attention. And this is what happens. This is what happens when you ask the universe to give you something crazy. It brings you crazy with an additional spicy jalapeno on top of it, bro. That's what I'm talking about. This sneaker is absolutely fire, to my opinion. I can't wait to try and cop this next week or this week coming. Because this is officially releasing in the UK on the 15th of September, which I think, or 15th or 16th of September, which is this week coming. I can't wait. I cannot wait, bro.
You should be able to get it. I don't think corporate got them really. They got them on the back. People don't realize is part of their branding. They gonna
yeah.
But that's just make so much more sense to have a Nike collab. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, look at the box, bro. Look at the box. It's crazy. Look at the box, bro.
Bro, I've been looking at this sneaker for 2 weeks. You forget we know a guy named Mr. Miller.
Yeah. Shout out to you, bro, Mr. Like, absolutely dope. This sneaker, it's got corporate on the side, on the actual lateral sides. It's got Gotham at the back, bro. Just for the hysteria of actually getting that Gotham sign, because Nike like to give us that Gotham sign. This sneaker's dope. I don't care what anybody's gonna say to me. The colorway is dope. The materials look hairy like the the Towley and the UNC 4s. I hope it's gonna be as quality as that. I hope it looks like it's new but green on the actual toe and swoosh and back panel. Might be leather. It might be the mixed material between the two. But this is so fire, absolute fire. This is such a bro. I'm just gonna say this is one. I'm gonna wait for the summertime next year to bro. Beautiful sneaker, and resale is not going to be much either. And I've already entered the draw for this because this is so damn good, bro.
Yeah, it's the suede is hairy, but it's really flat. Like I said, Miller sent me a bunch of pictures of his pair when he first got them a couple weeks ago. So I've been yeah, I'm done. I'm done looking at these. Like we already know what this is. It's gonna be on somebody's list. I don't know if it's gonna be on these big publication lists, but a lot of people gonna have this up there at the end of the year.
I know. We need to recognize when Nike and the boutiques bring something special to the table and something new to the table. This to me is like the equivalent of like the radical way the Union Summer '96 looks. It's so different to what you expect that it draws you in. This is like the what the 5 Jordan, bro. 5. This is to me is like the biohack Jordan 1. It's so different. It's just beautiful.
I agree.
Yeah. Okay. Next, quick strike. Moving on, bro. We have you had your first sneakers day, bro. How did that go, bro? Did you even participate?
I mean, what was there to do?
Bro, lives, events. You know what? This year I totally skipped out on sneakers day. I think I'm totally over sneakers day. A lot of people I talk to are like, was there a sneakers day? I'm over that. I think a lot of people are fed up because
ain't nothing happened.
You can kind of emphasize the whole nothing happened really, because the only thing that really dropped was a shock drop for the actual red cements or cement reds. Which was a Jordan 4 red cement that actually released yesterday. There was a shock drop for that, but we had the Footscape cow print. I think that's actually a dope sneaker. The Big Bubble 86 Air Max 1 World of Korea, and then obviously we had the World Mate Japan, which is the Jordan 1, and we basically got a TN. TM Plus and obviously Dunk Low. That's what we basically got, bro. It's probably better than what we got last year and the year before that and the year before that. So this is the first time you guys in the States have got sneakers day. Man, it's what can I say? It's a disappointment after disappointment after disappointment every single year with sneakers day. And you know what? I would have thought they would have brought way more heat. They would have dropped way more special things because it's the first time the US have got sneakers day. But they just kept that same energy, bro. Like,
yeah, we got the KOs, the blue and gold KOs, the 4s. They were already on our release calendar.
Yeah,
I think those. Did the Air Max 1 come out yesterday?
I think, it did here.
The Obsidian Big Bubble. And they shock dropped the white and red dunk lows.
Okay. That's. I think we got those as well. There was. I'm just telling you guys, everybody that's listening to this, like sneakers day ain't special. It's not. I don't think it is. It's not been special for a while. Not since the first couple of years that they actually introduced sneakers day to Europe and UK. We've had so many silhouettes we actually look at and we're thinking, why did they do that? There's no need to do that. It just doesn't look. It's not something that great. Sneakers day is supposed to be a celebration of sneakers that released in the year. Sneakers and Nike and Jordan brand celebrating with the community. But then you just get you get some nice releases. Let's be honest. Some of these sneakers are better than some of the sneakers I've released previously. You get one shock drop. We had a Lightning a couple of years back. Then we got the Red Cements this year. It is a lot of people. I said this. I said this when the Lightnings dropped on Sneakers Day. It was nothing there to entertain. Like there was some entertainment, so there's gun shows and some events. Then you can do like last year was more of the AMX ones, the taxis, and the Purple Canyons that you could go there in the event and see it and blah blah blah. It's nice, but bro, like, ain't you supposed to bring the special stuff on your birthday?
Bro, it's kind of like a placebo at this point. Like, I mean,
yeah.
They don't tell me the foes, because everybody got those. Yeah, sure, they sold out on Sneakers app. What's new? Nothing. Bringing the footscapes and the 86. Like, people not on them 86s, bro. The big bubble. The big bubble was a moment. We appreciate it. As the culture, the sneaker culture appreciated the big bubble, but a lot of people got it, and you don't see it like that. You don't see it as much as you still see GR Air Max 1. Like, I ain't even want the big bubble, bro. So don't give me this World Make Korea is not a Sneakers Day release. The damn the Obsidian what? No, we good on 86s, bro. We good on 86s, bro. Give us something. I can name 4 sneakers that will destroy. I'm not destroy this line. I'm gonna be respectful to these sneakers because obviously people love these sneakers. Some Dunk Lows. Come on, bro.
I'll give you 4 sneakers that would have fit so perfectly with this release.
The same sneakers that. Never mind. Go ahead.
I would drop, right, if I was in charge of Sneakers Day, I'll drop the Lost and Founds again, right, as a shot drop, just to treat people, right. I'll drop the Union Ones again. I'll drop the J Balvin 3s as a shot drop for limited people. EA, especially if you and the way I'll do it is within every live there'll be a quiz, and if you get 100% on the quiz, you get a chance to EA for the Balvin 3s. That's fine, right? And then I'll drop the Born and Raised SP Dunks lows, just because they hasn't been released. They're so super hyped at the moment, and obviously due to the passing of the actual Born and Raised owner, it would have been quite a nice tribute to him to drop that sneaker on Sneakers Day. That's 4 sneakers I've just told you. Then there's so many more that you can do. That's 4 sneakers that I told you just right this moment in time that would have made Sneakers Day absolutely epic. But bro, it is what it is. And I'm gonna tell you guys, just enjoy Sneakers Day as it is. Just it's another day. It's another day of an excuse for Nike to really drop whatever they want.
Man, they can do things, man. They can do things.
Of course they can, bro. And I don't see why. I don't see why they don't either.
We can't say why, but they should do things. They should do more online. Definitely online, exclusive access, restocks. Like, they did a reserve the day before. Or 2 days before?
Yeah.
Why? Why not do the reserve on Sneakers Day? Why not have every content creator y'all got on y'all roster? And we know it's a bunch of them. Have the collaborators, have James Whitner, have Chris and Benfy, have Pata, the people from Pata, have Eric Costin again, the people from Nike SB. Have everybody drop something on their show. Like you said, the Union Ones. Have Chris and Beffy, do a little 15, 20 minute live. And in the middle of that, or at the end of that, Union restock. Make it limited. Just give us something. It ain't got to be 100,000 pairs. Drop 50,000 pairs to people that's interested in hearing Chris and Beffy talk. You know what I mean?
I got
Drop.
exactly. I'm gonna add on to what you just said. I'm just gonna add on to what you said. Shoe Dog Day, one day, hopefully in the near future, we will get. You know what? If Nike's not going to do it, we could possibly do it, and maybe in next 5, 6, whatever, how long ever it takes, right? Because what we need to do, and I think there's a massive disparity between sneakerheads and the brands now, and it's becoming way more obvious because. For me personally, when I look at stuff like this and I want to look at releases, and when I look at Yeezy Day and Sneakers Day and all of that stuff, for me, it's becoming an excuse to sell sneakers again to the community, but or to people that want to pick up sneakers, or to general public. But to me,
that's not a problem. That's not a problem. Everybody run into. We all run into it. We all want.
Yeah.
Want we want y'all to give us all them rumors and people talking about. People thought. Lost and Found was going to restock SB4.
I know.
All this.
I know. And that's because we put it out there. We put it out there as a community that's what we want to see. But the thing is, when you see Sneakers Day and when you see Yeezy Day and you see the disparity between those releases and how many people are frustrated with those releases or how many people are frustrated after those days, when you say it's your birthday, and then let's just say Yeezy Day is your birthday, Sneakers Day is your birthday, that's a special day that you open up your gates to the community to come and showcase what you're bringing, to give us entertainment and stuff like that. Now, I'm going to give you one example, and if we can ever do this, it could be amazing. I'm going to give you one example of how you can make Sneakers Day so damn good, right? That I don't think a lot of people be arguing. Like, you could invite people from the continent, right, to come and put an entry in, or put a chance to actually do this on Sneakers Day. Get a Union, a J Balvin, a Khaled, and all of those people to go specialize. I know it's going to take a lot of time and effort. Specialize a day when they sit down a month before with the selected people to design a sneaker. So imagine you working with a Travis Scott, you working with Khaled or Union or Chris Gibbs or anybody collaborator, even Amma Munier. You are there to design a sneaker with that brand, with that boutique, and with that collaborator, so that they can actually release that sneaker on Sneakers Day, bro. Even if it's 6 months or a year out, because that means you're bringing, as a community, on Sneakers Day, a special release with a collaborator, and it becomes a collaboration with the community, with the designer, with the artist, and it becomes a sneaker that's going to be renowned as a sneaker that released on Sneakers Day, because that's a birthday that you're going to celebrate with the community. That's what it's all about, bro. And if they did that, bro, you know how many people would want to do that, and you know how many people would have the innovation to do that. But and you know how many people would love that event.
I think that's far-fetched. I think they're better off doing it themselves. They don't necessarily have to be collabs. But we didn't have a Sneakers Day sneaker. What was the last Sneakers Day sneaker?
The Air Max 1, yellow, tall yellow, yeah.
Yeah, so they need to do a Sneakers Day sneaker every year, or a couple Sneakers Day sneakers, like they do Halloween sneakers, like they do, Easter sneakers, Christmas sneakers. There's multiples. So if they really want us to treat Sneakers Day like it's a thing, they have to make it a thing for us. They have to make dope sneakers that represent Sneakers Day. I'm not opposed to them, getting with collaborators is great. We love that as sneakerheads, but they don't have to for Sneakers Day because
no. I'm just giving you.
No. I'm not, bro. I'm not just trying to dispel none of that. I'm saying that would be great, but they don't have to do that. And
no, of course.
That's the part that's infuriating as a fan and as a consumer, because we feel like it's easier said than done. True. But we're not asking them to jump over the moon. Just make it fun.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly that. Exactly. But what I'm saying is, right this moment in time, and what you actually said is actually really true. Is it's make it fun, make it special, And a lot of people coming out of sneakers day, and they don't feel that that's the context at the moment. Like let me go through the sneakers. Like Jordan 4 red cement, right? Obviously that's falling on the hype for the Jordan 4. Even though last week we mentioned the Jordan 4 hype is dying, and the resale, like, everybody got that at this moment in time. I think after next year, like I said last week, it's going to die off a bit more until the white cement 4s come out. So for me personally, seeing the Jordan 4 release on sneakers day and seeing everybody get it shows me how much mass produced it is, and the resale on that is not much either. We're talking about £238, and by the time it comes out this weekend, I think it's going to drop down to retail. So that's giving you a prime example of how well the Jordan 4 is doing, right? And it's following the same pattern as the Jordan 1. To me personally, I can see it. Right, so Footscape for me is another sneaker that's been reintroduced into the community, which obviously we saw with the Jordan 1 Summer 96, and now we're seeing 2 releases. So the Air Max Big Bubble was a thing from last year coming into this year. Obviously the Jordan 1 is still off the hype of the Jordan 1 Travis Scott. TNs is another thing that's actually predominantly there, and it's coming into the forefront, and we know about Dunk Low. So everything that's released on Sneakers Day, and especially the exclusive access to the red and white Dunk Lows as well, just shows you that the trend on Sneakers Day is always about what's relevant rather than what the community is asking for.
The community is asking for what's relevant. That's actually that's
I know. And it's ironic that, ain't it? It's very ironic that
Sneakers Day is trash. They need to fix it.
I didn't want to say it. You said it. The Nike activist literally said it. That's what I'm saying. But moving on swiftly, because we talked about this quite a lot. Next quick strike, bro. Your Rihanna's back, and you know what? These sneakers.
Whoa! What's her name?
Rihanna.
Rihanna, not Rihanna.
Rihanna. I'm gonna say that. I say Rihanna's back with the Puma Aventi, and let me just say these Aventi sneakers, right? These are dope. I don't care what anybody says. These remind me of the classic Reebok Classic so much when I look at these. These are dope, bro. Absolutely fire. What do you reckon, bro? What's your feelings on these?
You said you don't care what nobody says, so I ain't gonna say nothing.
Let me just say, Rihanna's back. I think the last sneaker she did was the Puma Creepers and the Puma bow ties. That one of the sneakers that had a bow tie. But now she's moving on to some really, really nice stuff as well. What would you like to see from Rihanna going forward in the future with Puma?
Not this.
I think she did. I think she's doing dope things with Puma. To be honest, I like them. I do like them.
Okay, I don't.
Well, each to them. I think it's a really nice get-up fit, bro. I do think it's bringing it back down to maybe the 90s in a way. But I like them. I like them a lot.
What? Okay.
Nothing was said by Q because he's like, I don't know what you're on, bro. I think they're nice. I think they're nice.
You're not gonna get me to talk bad about Rihanna, so I ain't got nothing to say.
Moving swiftly on. If you're looking out for those Rihanna sneakers, I think they're coming out shortly as well, which would be quite good for anybody that's looking out. I think it might be coming out this weekend. But yeah, the Rihanna's Aventi is coming out soon, guys. Watch out for that. And if you want it, you should be hopefully available to get. But Puma's doing their things, which is great to see. Next quick strike, bro, is probably more of a talking subject. How do you feel about sneakerheads selling their limited sneakers outside of the retailers? I'm talking about when a sneaker sells out. Have you ever been in a situation like that? When a sneaker sells out, you go into the store, it's not there, you walk out, and there's somebody stood out there trying to sell that sneaker for like another $100 on top of it.
Yeah, I told this story over here at the beginning. Like,
oh yeah.
The Bread Fours in 2019. I go to the mall, I line up. I end up being the fourth or fifth person. I was in a line full of resellers and detractors. I dreaded hearing the conversations around me in that situation. It was a lot of politicking going on. It was a lot of it was some line breaking going on. Long story short, they didn't have my size. So I just got out of line and took my chances. No sooner than I left out the mall, one of the dudes that was in front of me that bought my size, he had on a size 8.5 or 9 on his foot, but he had my size 11 trying to sell it to me for $400, and I know you just bought it for $200.
Damn!
I want to slap that little dude, bro. I wanted to slap fire off of his lip, bro. His bottom lip in particular.
Yo, bro, you could have just given him $200 and slapped him for the change. There you go. There's a receipt as well.
Bro, that shoe was $216. He trying to get me. He talking about. Soon as I walk out the door, bro. Hey, big dog. Hey, big dog. Don't talk to me, bro. I'm gonna hurt you. I'm gonna hurt you out here. I'm gonna hurt you.
You know what? I think that's the worst case of doing business, because not only are you kind of talking to somebody that's feelings have been hurt by a release because they've just missed out on it, they haven't got the pairs that they wanted, but you have to rub salt in the wound and actually say, here you go, if you paid me an extra XX amount, I'll give it to you. And I'm like, no.
See, that's how I ended up with the 10.5 on the bread folds. And I wasn't as well versed in all the avenues at the time. So that was my fault. That's why when we had conversations about people getting beat, and I speak from personal experience. Like when I didn't know, I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? I knew enough to not get scammed. But I think that's a cultural, that's a social thing. Like who you are as a person, whether or not you'll be able to detect a scam or not in any aspect.
It's streetwise. It's talking about being streetwise.
Right. So I was able to keep myself from being scammed. Like I wasn't dumb enough even when I didn't know. I wasn't dumb enough to go on. I'm looking at black metallic 5s. I had been looking at black metallic 5s for years, right? Before I pulled the trigger, because I knew enough to bypass what was too good to be true. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I think I heard story. I've never been approached for a sneaker. I've heard stories. And the only time I've actually was approached.
The other way around too. I know people that sit outside of releases trying to buy off people.
Yeah, that's what happened to me when I got the Yeezy 350 Triple Y. I went and picked it up, and then right outside, you know what is the audacity? Right outside the Adidas store, somebody comes up to me and says, "Oh, are you selling them?" And I go, "No, I'll give you this one." No, I don't want it. And you know what? For a joke, I said, "I'll give me £1,000. You can take it." And he goes, "No, I'm fine." So get out of it then. Get out of there. Like literally, I was never going to sell it to you, but get out of here, bro. And I customized them to actually, mid-October 350s. Yeah. But for me, for that whole context for me was so funny. The fact that I know a couple of people that actually been approached by people that have tried to sell them sneakers on the release day outside the store that they actually picked it up from. I think it happened to Scott with the Lightning Force when he went down and there was somebody trying to sell him the Lightning Force for like another £100 on top. Like, get out of it, bro. Like literally, what the hell are you talking about? And then that happened. I know a couple of other people that have actually had the same situation, but I think what these people don't realize is you're talking to upset people that actually try to get the sneaker, and then you're trying to rub it in their face that you actually got it and your size as well. And I think that irritates people. So if you don't want to get a slap, and you're trying to resell sneakers, don't stand outside the store trying to sell the sneakers after release day, because you will get a rightful slap from somebody that'll probably teach you a lesson of how to replace your teeth in your mouth one day. That's all. I'm
trying to tell you, I get all the way away from me. You just standing in the same line. I see you. Bro. I'm looking at your foot. I know your foot smaller than mine, bro. How you walk out there with my size? and I could.
You know what the worst thing is? If somebody that was stood behind you actually picked up your size and you could, because you went in and they said they didn't have your size, and the person behind you picked up your size, and you're like, I thought you didn't have my size. You know that's been backdoored properly then. That's worse, bro. That's worse.
Yeah,
that is absolutely worse.
I ain't know no resellers at the time either, so I wasn't all the way up on how the back door worked either. So I knew I was in line with a bunch of resellers. I know that. And this was a get up at 7:00 in the morning and go be in line by the time the mall opened situation. You know what I'm saying? So this was a full, not a camp out, but a full lineup situation. I had been in line for like an hour and a half. They did open the store a little early just to get us out the mall. But yeah, man, that ain't the first time that's happened. That's the first time it happened like that where I didn't get the shoe. But it's plenty of times where, because if they see you come out with a bag, they're not gonna say that to you. But I see them out there stalking. I know what they're doing. They standing there with 2 or 3 bags by themselves, not leaving. I already know what you're doing. Either you waiting on somebody or you out there sniping.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. That's crazy. But yeah.
If you do that, you officially bastardize yourself. Congratulations.
Next week's right, bro. I just wanted to raise that with you. I just wanted to kind of see your opinion on that because I know what I won't. I will never react. I'll just say no. I'm just not interested. Because I'll try and find a deal somewhere else. But I think that's like the British way of saying this. That's taking the piss. That's what it is. He's literally preying on vulnerable consumers and spiking up prices. It gets to the point where it's as bad as scalped. What would you call it? It's an American word where you sell tickets outside the arena. Scalpers, yeah. I was going to call it scalping for some reason. Scalping, right? That is the sneaker. That's a sneaker variation of scalping. Literally standing out the store, knowing that somebody didn't cop, and you're like, you can have my pair, but you got to pay another £100. Next week's right, bro. Cap. Right, next week's right is this beautiful thing that we call a collaboration. It's a beautiful thing that we call Mischief, and it's Mischief's new collaboration, and they do a lot more collaborations recently. It's Mischief's new collaboration after the after the Big Red Boot, which obviously Bape looked like they want to do something with the Big Red Boot, but it looks like Mischief has got a collaboration with Reebok on the big Boing Boing tech, with the Boing Boing tech.
I don't know what sneakerheads will be interested in this, but I like it.
Yeah,
I mean, as long as you tell me Mischief, I'm with it.
I wonder if that Mischief button has actually got something special, like he ejects you out the sneaker.
No. I mean, I wonder if they just put multiple pumps throughout the sneaker. I don't know if they would.
Oh,
that would be a lot.
You know, be really funny if you press that Mischief button. It kind of it goes into Transformer mode. Transformers, Mischief's in disguise, and it kind of turns into a Mischief sneaker.
Nah, it's already a Mischief sneaker with 4 pumps on the side.
Yo, bro, that's too funny. I like it. I like
There's a pump on the lower, the bottom of the tongue too. The lower part of the tongue got a pump. That's crazy.
I'm with you on this, right? Because I do feel Mischief, anything that Mischief are doing, I'm actually enjoying. I'm actually enjoying the whole trend that Mischief have got, especially when they're collaborations that they're doing with Crocs, and then there could be a potential Bape collaboration with a Big Red Boot. They kind of gone from taking away from different creators and silhouettes, and now they're doing stuff officially because they have the chance to actually. You know what it was in the early stages. Where I feel like with Mischief, it was we want to do stuff with the big brands, but we can't because we're not big enough. And now they're big enough. Now they're actually reaching out to like Reebok and to Crocs and actually doing official stuff rather than just taking what they've got and actually mismatching it. Like in terms of the Vans, the wavy baby. If they did the wavy baby now, and they went to Vans, I think Vans would probably be more open to them to do a collaboration with them.
Might be too late for the wavy baby. That shoe wasn't practical neither. This
Yeah,
stuff they doing.
I'm giving you an example. I'm using that as an example. Like if the Wavy Baby didn't exist and they had that in the line, and if they reached out to Vans, I think they will be more open to doing that collaboration because I now officially believe Mischief is becoming a renowned brand within the community for what it does.
But that's the thing with that the Vans part, the butterfly effect would cancel out whatever they got going on right now. They needed the Wavy Baby. They needed the controversy with Vans so they could get here where they are doing official collabs. And I would also venture to say, if I was a brand, no disrespect to anybody, but like a lesser tier brand, or a lower level brand, I should say, in footwear, I would definitely be reaching out to Mischief. I wouldn't be waiting on them to reach out to me. I need that look. Yeah. I need that buzz. I need that hype. You know what I'm saying? That they bring.
But you know what? You know what really changed with the trajectory of Mischief is they went from taking sneakers to doing collaboration to now actually brands and boutiques actually trying to call out Mischief to actually do a collaboration with them. And the prime example I'm going to use was last week when Bape came out and did the big red Bape and did all their camo on the big red boot to showcase a fashion show. So that to me is an indication of we see you. This is what we want to do with you. I know it's not like a legit collaboration, but if you want to do this, let's do this. And that was like Bape coming out and saying, come on, we're here. If you want to do this, let's do this. See what I'm saying? Even though Mischief could go and sue them potentially, but
no, they can't.
Hey,
you can't.
They can.
You can't. They not buy. Where can you buy the big red Bape? Where can you buy it?
I know you can't because they're not selling it to the mass public. But it's still like a rip off of the big red boot.
No, it's not. It is a big red boot that's been covered.
It's a custom. It's a custom.
So they can't do nothing about a custom.
I know, but the thing is, they use the custom notoriety to actually say, we're here. Let's do this.
What? You really want to have this conversation? One of your favorite creators is Malcolm Garrett. All he showcased is customs that he painted, and he offers services. He can make the shoe look like the one that he's showing on his Instagram page. It's the same thing.
I'm not going to say anything about Malcolm Garrett. You can talk to E about him because obviously he's had some bad experiences. But
I don't like him. I don't like him. That's your dude. I told you what happened with him. We'll talk about it later. I'm just saying though. I'm just saying. People, bro. We just looked at the retro fashion Doug shoes. So it's the same thing. And they actually selling those.
Yeah. That's a different matter. But like, I think Mischief have come a long way, and it's been a brilliant strategy to see over the years because I feel like they went from a brand that wasn't well known to a brand that is now like, yeah, it's just Mischief. What do you expect?
Yeah, bro. It's. I'm gonna be mad when if they stop doing stuff like this.
Don't stop, can't stop, won't stop. That should be their motto. Rather than just do it, it should be can't stop, won't stop. But I
feel like they striking the iron while it's hot right now. They pumping out, no pun intended. It just happens. Yeah. They pumping out everything that they can right now while they still popping. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, strike while the iron's hot. That's what you call it. And that's what they're doing, which is great. But I can't wait to see what else they're going to do because it's going to be quite phenomenal to see some of the models. I do hope that Nike give them a chance because it'd be quite interesting to see what they pull off with Nike. But at the moment, they've got Crocs, they've got Reeboks. They're probably, let's just see if they do anything with like Adidas or Puma and stuff like that. That'll be quite interesting to see. But apart from that, bro, congratulations to Mischief to do it once again, bro. Pumping, like, you know what? It's pumping up the game. Let's just be honest. That's a proper fun there. Right, moving swiftly on. Next quick strike, bro. Jordan releases for the holiday season 2023. I'm going to do this as a for each individual sneaker. We're going to do a loose shoes or dump. So satin breads. What do you reckon? Loose shoes or dump, bro?
Lose.
You want to lose them?
Yeah.
So you're basically giving it. You're not going to pick them up. You're just giving it to the community. We've got the suede Royals.
Choose.
Ooh, I think I've got the same choices as you, bro. Because I think I'm definitely looking to get those suede Royals. I'm not into satin sneakers. We got the Napoleon Dynamite Jordan 11s.
Dump.
Yo, bro, and I could have done. We've already talked about this so many times because they could have done it so much more better with that kind of colorway. But the gratitude 11s. I don't know why they didn't call it a gratitude 11. They should just call it DMP 11s, in my opinion. But yeah, the gratitude 11s. What do you reckon, bro? Loose shoes or dump?
Choose.
Yeah. I do like them. I do like them, especially the leather uppers. Next on this radar is Cherry 12s, bro. Cherry 12s.
Choose.
Yeah. Same here. I'll do the same thing. Those wheat 13s.
Lose.
Okay, you gave it to me then. I'm definitely picking that up.
Yeah, I
know. So you got the suede. Was it suede or nubuck? This is probably nubuck. Jordan 3s.
Choose.
What's the official name for them again?
Sheesh, I can't remember.
It's a women's exclusive as well, but I think it's off. No, maybe didn't. I can't remember now. I really can't remember that. But it's similar.
It's called anthracite, or off the new or something. I think it's anthracite.
I think it might be off Noir. I was actually had off Noir in my mind, but yeah, guys, let us know what it's called. I totally forgot what the name is. But yeah, definitely like the black cement 3s. I probably will pick that up. Yo, the fair 3s, bro. The fair 3s.
Lose. Shout out to Cam.
Oh, you got the same mentality as Cam with these?
No. No, I'm just shouting him out. That's just that's a side effect of the way Cam collects. It's an unfortunate situation for him, but it's a fortunate situation for everybody that's not as good at it as he is. So it's kind of like a win-lose situation for me personally. I'm glad that people that wanted them to come back will be able to chance to get them, but I wish Cam felt differently about it. These coming out don't undervalue his pair. No, because he has the old pair. If anything, this release will increase the value of his pair. But I think these are. Go ahead.
I think these are slightly different as well. I think they're slightly different than the actual older releases.
I mean, it's up to him now whether he feel like letting everybody know that he got the OG pair. So.
Yeah. How comes you're losing it though?
I don't like it.
Really?
No, I never did.
Do you like the fair 4s more than the fair 3s?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you remember. I remember you saying that too, actually. Moving swiftly on, the Moire of Jordan 1.
No.
Oh, you're not feeling that at all?
No.
I'm on the
fence without the yellow.
Yeah, I do agree with you on that. Okay, the olive 4s now. You're thinking about this one because that's a hard sneaker, bro.
I'm gonna lose it.
Ooh, that was a difficult choice. I can tell. 100% difficult choice for you.
I got the patchwork 3, so.
Yeah. I feel you on that. It's actually it would have been quite interesting if they did that actual patchwork 4, similar to the patchwork 3.
Yeah, but they need to just drop that damn lady made camo, bro. Let her do the whittling. So we don't need the friend. I mean, the friends and family is crazy, but let her do a rattan or whittling or something. And
yes, that is a hard sneaker, bro. That is a very
that desert camo, bro. Oh my god, that's on my grill list for sure.
Yep.
And it's attainable. It's attainable too, but it's just so damn expensive.
Yeah. You gotta get the mullet to get that one. Last two sneakers. All right, bro. All right. Our fears have been realized with the Jordan 4. Jordan 4, Jordan 5. What do you call it? You wouldn't call it Georgetowns, yeah?
It's not Georgetown. It's Midnight Navy.
I know it's not the Georgetown.
And I'm dumping it.
Yeah, and we're Jordan 5 fans as well. I'm gonna actually have a look at this when it actually releases, but I'm not feeling this. It's giving me Oreo 5 vibes again.
Yeah, it's a blue Oreo.
Last but not least, the Aqua 6s.
Dump.
Ooh, so that's an interesting lineup. That's definitely an interesting lineup. But obviously, we didn't see anything but the J Balvin 3s or the Album Year 5s. If it was on this list, it will instantly get chosen. But yeah, I'm surprised that they actually renamed the Jordan 11 DMP to Jordan 11 Gratitudes. I don't understand that.
It's not a DMP because the leather changes the silhouette, so it's not a DMP.
Yeah. Yeah.
They have to do something, either call it go reimagined again, or give it a different name.
We've talked about this. Jordan 11 never gets a collaboration, never gets a revamp. It always just is the Jordan 11.
This is a revamp, just like the Jubilee putting the.
I'm talking about special names. I'm talking about special names like calling it like the 85 or like the Jordan 1 85 cut or the reimagined or the comfort or not. We don't see that. We just see a Jordan 11.
Only thing we saw was the adapt.
You know what the really ironic thing with these two sneakers are, the Napoleon Dynamites and the Gratitudes, right? Is I'm going to call it the Napoleon Dynamite because it's just such a total waste of a sneaker, to my personal opinion, even though it's for female sneakers. But this is like when the Jubilee 11s came out and they did a men's run and a women's run and they were exactly the same. Tell me, except for the outsole, what's different with the Napoleon Dynamites and the Gratitude, except for the fact that it like in terms of color blocking, I know the material is going to be different, but it looks exactly the same, bro.
Close enough. I mean, maybe that's, but it's tacky. They look tacky next to each other.
Yeah.
That Neapolitan, bro. They're brown. We don't need not like this. Like Anthony Hamilton did it right with the brown with the gum outsole, all brown with the gum outsole. That was dope. But they're not gonna give us that. So leave the brown alone with the 11s, bro. Unless y'all gonna make a suede mocha 11 or something like that, all like the blue, all suede brown, something like that, with the brown outsole, a chocolate brown translucent outsole or something like. We're not this, man. Not brown on a Concord, bro.
Bro, we talked about this so much. We talked about the Neapolitans, that how different it could have been, how amazing it could have been. Even if you gave that to Travis Scott as his first collaboration on the Jordan 11, that would have been dope. To be honest, like he doesn't even need to be a collaboration. We've talked about how it could have been different. It just like it's a really, you know what? I'm going to say this wholeheartedly. This is a mockery on women's sneakers. Like I know some of the women or the Small Feet gang want the Neapolitan. I just think the Gratitude is a way superior sneaker than that. It looks the same as that. It just is another Concord variation that would be so good for women's sneakers or Small Feet gang to wear. I just feel when you look at both of these pictures, it kind of brings a sense of what was the point of the Neapolitan 11 if the Gratitude is literally exactly the same from a distance. You have to get right close to it to notice the differences.
That's them, bro.
I don't know. All right, moving on. Chris Wright. All right, cool. Have you seen this, bro? Adidas are doing it, bro, with Stan Smiths and what do you call it? All the other shell toe sneakers, bro, Gazelles, all of that stuff. They're doing things now, bro, properly. This is the Hello Kitty variation of the Adidas Stan Smith collaboration, which is supposed to be coming out soon.
Yeah, it's okay. I ain't.
It's not for you.
No, it's not good as some of the other stuff they've been doing recently. It's not the worst. We know it's gonna sell just because it's Hello Kitty anyway, so it's already out of here.
Sorry. This is no, it's not Stan Smith. Apologies. This is the Sambas, and I knew it was different because it's the Samba 2.0. It was just following off from the success of the Stan Smith. This variation is the Sambas, and bro, they're doing dope things. I think this is a dope sneak for all the Hello Kitty lovers, giving you a bit of that pink effect and all that Hello Kitty print on it. More of a suede toe to it. It's dope. I think it's dope.
Yeah, it's cool. It ain't.
Yeah. Talking about cool runways, bro. Let's have a look at this, bro. Dwayne Wade in this jacked up Yeezy. I'm gonna call it a jacked up Yeezy. What do you feel about this, bro? I think this is so cool. I'm not gonna lie. This is not a sneaker. This is a cloud on your feet. I like it. I know you're not gonna agree with me. I do like it.
If we thought Yeezy was making hovercrafts, this right here is a hover ship. Like, yo, bro, this came straight from Pluto on a one-way ticket to y'all monkey ass feet. Cause I'm not, bro. What in the D Wade? Listen.
D Wade with who's he signed with?
No. Let me talk to D Wade right now.
Yeah,
D Wade. I know you over there. Where's Li Ning? Is Li Ning in Japan or Korea or something? It don't matter. We know you over there and you living your life with your wife and your family. It's beautiful. It's beautiful, D Wade. This shoe is not beautiful, D Wade. Okay? It's horrible, bro. Listen to me. I love you, bro. When you came to the Miami Heat, okay? Let me just tell you about me. It was Vince. It was already Vince because Vince was there before D Wade was there. But when D Wade came in, he was my number 2 guy. Unfortunately for him, Vince played longer than he did. So he was always my number 2 guy. However, this shoe ain't a 2, it's not a 3, it's not a 7, it's not a 10, it's dog. And look, you got D-Lo up there looking goofy with you. Don't bring other current NBA players into your foolishness, D-Wade. They still playing. They still got contracts to make. You know what I'm saying? You got this man out here wearing these 8 feet tall spacewalkers. And bro, come on, dog. You going with this? That what you telling me? You rocking? You going with this? Listen, go look right now. Go look up. No. Go to the Joes. Don't skip the Joes.
This looks like the Michelin man on his feet.
Go to the Dwayne Wade Way of Wade runway show. Just influence. Google research this, bro. Them Derrick Rose Yeezys.
Yeah.
The Derrick Rose Yeezys, was they foam runners? The Derrick Rose Yeezy foam runners ain't got nothing no need, dog. I thought them was goofy. Dwayne Wade done broke the goofy scale, bro. This a whole nother level. This should have been a leading Way of Wade mischief collab. That's what this should be. Yeah, bro, Mischief should have been in on this, man.
Somebody on social media, Michael Bond, say a shout out to you, bro. It said it looks like a mischief boot, and Yeezy had an affair. That's too funny. I'm gonna say it's very different. It's a very different look. Bro, like
is they going out or they going to hoop? I can't tell. Like the outfits, he got on a trench coat and a hoodie with some jogger slacks. They look like slacks and he got a crease in his joggers,
bro. bro. I'm gonna say one thing. That, like, we might laugh at this, and a lot of people will definitely buy this. Especially once Yeezy's done, and there's no
Ain't nobody buying this shit, bro.
Right, and you thought this was funny. You thought this was funny. I'm about to show you something even more funnier. Have you seen this, bro? And let me just open it up.
Yeah, you saw him. That's right. It's Triple B's, man. You know our flavor is getting tight. You got to get this shirt. Greatness takes ball. Look how clean it is. Now, if you're into fashion, get this black and gold. And I'm going to tell you what, these right here, coming soon.
And you thought Dwayne Wade sneakers were bad. This is This is the Triple B's. This is a big brick bullshit, right? This is what it is. Because LeVar Ball was basically saying these are the most comfortable slides he ever worn, and he's probably never worn. He never probably worn any slides out there. He probably hasn't bought a pair of Yeezy slides at all, right? No. And I can tell you, Yeezy slides are so comfortable. He's probably never bought any Nike slides out. I probably did. I don't know, but yo, bro, they legit look like. You know what? His ankles are struggling with that, bro.
Hey man, listen, man.
It's a big brick bull shirt. Let's just be honest.
Okay.
You know what, LeVar Ball, you can't even. You know what? He became from a laughing stock to not even being able to take him seriously over the years. What downfall?
All right. Okay. LeVar, let me holler at you right quick, LeVar. Mr.
Here we go.
Uncle L. I love it. Okay. Your sons, you did everything in your power, including talking too much sometimes, to make sure that your sons had the clearest runway to success that they could have possibly had in the given field, which was basketball.
Mm-hmm.
You're a great man for that, LeVar. We appreciate that. When your wife fell ill, you was with her. You so much so where you left your sons to continue to dream on their own while you took care of your wife, the mother of your sons. We applaud that 100%, LeVar. As a husband, and I know TJ is in a long-term committed relationship as well. We appreciate that. Take all them damn nasty slides and basketball shoes with you, bro. Melo signed with Puma, bro. Lonzo wear Kobe's now, bro. You tried it. It didn't work, dog. The man was wearing 2 and 3 different pairs during the game because they was trash. He was trying everything. He was trying different batches, probably with different compounds or rubber or different material. He's Lonzo Ball been having injury problems since he got in the NBA, and wearing the shoes that y'all made did not help his career. Stop, bro. It's trash that you put down. Bro, what these them speedboat slide like them alien crap. They look like they carrying alien eggs full of xenomorphs from the whatever.
Yeah, bro, you got it all wrong. That's the toenail slide.
They look like big old toenails. They do. No, bro. It was the one post, bro. They got them so good. They put Beatles on them.
Okay. No, I didn't see that.
They look like Beatles, bro. The scarabs. They look like scarabs, bro.
Oh yeah, I can see that now. But like instantly when you said to me they looked at the what do you call it, Power Ranger slides, right? I looked at it again and it looks like somebody that's chewed their toenails to the point where the skin is going around the toenail. And this is why
cuticle
the toenail one, bro.
The cuticle threes.
Yo, that's a big fat toenail there, bro. That's a big fat toenail slide.
The pedicure slides.
No, I need a pedicure slide. That's what it's called. I need a pedicure slide.
Man, if you don't get them old man pediatric, and they look, he trying, bro. He trying. Listen, man, I can't knock him for trying, bro. But it's not good, dog. Your sons ain't helping you no more. They got careers and lives of their own. They having families and whatnot. It's just chill, dog. It's you know what? He getting up there in age. He probably needs something to do, to stay active, stay in basketball, bro. Coach other kids,
Yeah.
Start do AAU team or something.
What happened to his league?
That was for Melo. That was just for Melo to have amateur experience so he can get in the NBA.
Somebody said Bugatti baked potatoes.
Yeah, they look like so many things that wouldn't look good on your feet.
And you know what? He actually did say, I wish the potato was started with a B. It would have been called the Bugatti baked potatoes. You might as well call it the Bugatti baked potatoes. But that's a whole load of bullshit, man. Seriously, I can't believe that he did that. It was really funny to me personally. But
you can go right head on with them potatoes.
Potatoes.
Yeah, that's what they is now. Potatoes.
Potatoes. They're the potatoes. No, but next up, next quick strap we have it looks like Vanessa Bryant actually reveals every Nike Kobe University, which is good to see. Basically, University of Connecticut, University of South California, University of Kentucky, University of Oregon, Duke University, and Louisiana University State or Louisiana
LSU. UConn, let me say it, go back to the list. Let me say it the US way. UConn, South Carolina, Kentucky, Oregon, Duke, and LSU. So you don't know, obviously, because you don't live here, but
no. Yeah.
Rarely are the big schools said all the way out. Like when you say Kentucky, we know you talking about UC, you know what I'm saying? University of Kentucky, story basketball school. They deserve it. Big Nike athletes came from Kentucky, played at Kentucky. South Carolina, I don't know of any big Nike athletes that came from South Carolina, but as far as I know, they keep a pretty good program, so shout out to them. Kentucky, we know Devin Booker, Anthony Davis, big Kobe guys. Anthony Davis and Book both got some of the sickest Kobe's on foot. Outside of DeMar DeRozan and PJ Tucker, when you think Kobe sneakers, you think Anthony Davis and Devin Booker. Oregon, we know Oregon. I mean, Nike started in Oregon. Oregon get all the dopest Nikes. You can say UNC, but no, it's Oregon. It's Oregon, bro. You think Oregon Nike, the O and the swoosh, they just go together. You can't.
Yeah.
Duke, I mean, Brandon Ingram, Jordan, Zion, Kyrie, list goes on and on. Nike athletes from Duke makes sense. And LSU. I feel the same way about South Carolina as I do about LSU. We know Shaq was not a Nike guy. I can't think of anybody else right offhand that was a big star from LSU as far as basketball is concerned, but LSU is purple and gold. So, yeah, give them Kobe's. They're Nike school. They're Nike school. They're purple and gold. Give them Kobe's.
Yeah, it's good to see. It was really good to see that the whole. You know what? After Mamba Day, we actually saw this notification on the news that the actual universities are jumping on board and they've official Kobe universities, which is good to see, bro. Because the legacy keeps continuing growing, which is always amazing to see, bro. Absolutely amazing to see.
Yeah, 100%.
Right. Now, next up, bro. This is another funny one for you. Oh, this is the Shrek Crocs, bro. The Shrek Crocs, right? This is basically coming soon to anybody that wants it. And if you love if you actually love the show, if you actually love the movie Shrek, this is perfectly up your street, bro. But Crocs are doing what Crocs do best. Oh. The Shrocs are hit harder. If you guys are watching, if you guys are listening to this, go and watch the podcast 135 minutes in, and you'll see the Shrocs, which are basically a rip-off from the Crocs, but it looks similar. But my question to you, bro, is I didn't know I was gonna do this, but I'm gonna do this. Are you gonna pick this Dwayne Wade?
Oh my god!
Or attempt at a Yeezy?
No.
Are you gonna pick? Are you gonna pick the big baller brand slides, or are you picking the Shreks, bro?
Lose.
So you went dump lose, yeah? No, you no. In this,
no. This ain't lose, use, or dump. This is lose, dump, and dump. I'm changing the game. We changing the game today. It's lose, dump, and dump. That's what I'm choosing. I don't care what the rules are. If I broke the rules, then I lost. So I don't get now one of them, right? So I win.
All right, bro. a new movie coming your way. Lose, Dumb and Dumber.
Nah, man. I'll say okay. So which one is the worst? The big baller brands slide trunners shoes slipper mock is the worst.
The slipper dipper clipper. That's what it's called. The slipper dipper clipper. If you can get that out in one sentence, that'd be good for you. But I struggle with that.
And it don't matter what order you put the words in. And I will get. I have no choice but to get away second because the Crocs make sense.
Yeah. The Crocs are probably more of a collaboration with Shrek.
Definitely, it is. And it's dope. It makes sense for what Crocs do. The gibbets, it's green. It's got the skin texture, like not necessarily texture, but the print, the skin print, like actual ogre skin. So yeah. And Shrek is a great movie. They did too much with Shrek. They went too far with it, but yeah, Shrek is but the first one at least I know for a fact is a great movie. Shout out to Eddie Murphy too as Donkey. Donkey stole the show.
Yeah, 100%. My still did his thing, but Donkey stole the show. My question is,
bro. That wasn't no disrespect. I was shouting out Eddie Murphy as a supporting actor. Mike Myers killed it.
Yeah. 100%. Like, but I'm gonna. Is it me or did Crocs actually do a KFC Croc?
Yeah.
I somehow it's been erased from my memory. I just remembered it as soon as I saw the
everything, bro. The cinnamon toast crunch, Reese's,
the pigeons, and yeah.
The Lightning McQueen Croc went crazy
for some reason. For some reason, London Queens are crazy. For some reason, I thought it was a dream.
No, they did it. I was getting notifications for it every day when it dropped too.
Sheesh, damn, that's just crazy.
It was more of a novelty thing. They had big gibbets, big chicken wing, drumstick gibbets and stuff for it. Yeah, it's crazy.
All right, cool. I at least I wasn't dreaming. At least I didn't have that wasn't a figment of my imagination that I kind of forgot somewhere because I just thought, did they do a KFC Croc?
Yeah.
Hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. All right, moving swiftly on, bro. We've got another couple of quick strikes to go through quickly. The J Balvin Jordan 3, the black variation. What's your thoughts on it? Because it looks similar to the white variation. I think the materials are different on the uppers. It's got grey cement print. I still got the Medellin sunset at the back, which showcases the Medellin sunset. But what's your thought on it?
It's great. It's better. It's better than the white one.
Okay.
It's super good.
Okay, cool. I agree. It's a really good sneaker. I think the equivalent both of them are dope. I'm leaning more towards the white variation or the cell variation than I'm actually into the black variation. But I want to see more pictures of this come up. But it's a good sneaker, definitely dope sneaker.
No, I want those. I hope they do come out at some point next year so I can,
Yeah, I think they're gearing up to release this next year. But that's an interesting take on the actual J Balvin Jordan 3, which is good, which is absolutely good to see. I'm excited. I'm really excited about the J Balvin Jordan 3s coming out this year, next year. It's good to see that. It's definitely good to see that. Cool. Moving to the next quick strike, bro. We have so many hypotheticals in the sneaker community, and one hypothetical was probably lived out in a collaboration with Joe Freshgoods, with his new 650 New Balance, which is basically telling a story of a what if Michael Jordan joined New Balance back in the day, and how it would have been and how it would kind of materialize. I think it's a big bite on Michael Jordan's name, and to actually bring it back to bring back some hype onto the 650. I think the 650 hasn't done as well as people predicted it to do. Once New Balance came out with a 550 high top, which is called a 650. I think it's, the materials are dope on it. I just don't think people are vibing with it. And I think that most of the sneakers I've seen on the 650 are actually gone on sale. So from that perspective alone, like, is this like a little take on of like going into a different dimension, thinking, you know what if Michael Jordan signed for, and we always talk about this, what if Michael Jordan signed for Adidas, or what if Michael Jordan signed for Puma, what if Michael Jordan signed for other brands, or how would it have been, how if he signed for Converse in 1984. This is another take on that kind of look, and it does look like they're bringing some of that inspiration into the 650 with Joe Freshgoods. So my take is, what do you think? What's your opinion on it, first of all, and second of all, is this like a bit of a bite at Jordan and Michael Jordan?
No. I can't remember. I have to look at it again. I read the history on the 650. Okay. Yeah, the 650 did come out after the Jordan 1, I think. But at the same time, all basketball sneakers from that era were very, very similar. We still see it today. Most of the retro, but even, the brands, different silhouettes are similar to each other. We talk about Air Force One High versus Airship versus Jordan 1, and the similar Terminator. A bunch of silhouettes that got similar features. Yeah, we
talk about. We said recently about the forum highs are similar to the Converse, the Jordan 1s.
Everything. It's like the forum high, the rival, and there was another high. I can't remember what it's called, from Adidas. There was the Converse weapons, and then Converse had a couple of other silhouettes also, and New Balance, because James Worthy was a New Balance athlete.
Yep.
I can't remember the number. I think it was 8 something. It might have been 850 or 860 or something like that. But he can. I mean, if New Balance allow him to, use that story, then it kind of is what it is. I doubt there was anybody born in the 80s and 90s that loved sneakers that was not influenced by the Jordan sneakers, one way or another. especially people that are actually in the game, in the industry in one way or another, whether that be marketing, promotion, production, sales. If you were born in that era, the era that we come from, you gonna have reverence, if not for the person, the player, you have reverence for the product and the brand.
Yeah, so, I think the story. Just to reiterate, I think I've just read it. The story looks like it's basically come from Michael Jordan wearing in a magazine at Life, basically Life magazine, wearing a pair of New Balances before he was announced as being Nike's Jumpman logo, on Nike's Jumpman logo. So that from that perspective, I think he's using that kind of his story to kind of highlight that if Michael Jordan was a New Balance athlete rather than a Jordan or Nike athlete.
I got a Mick Jagger album, right? I'm not a Mick Jagger fan. I can't tell you any of Mick Jagger's music or what band he come from or none of that, right? I probably know it somewhere deep down inside, but I got a Mick Jagger vinyl, vintage vinyl, right? Like original release, still with the plastic on it and the insert and everything. And he got on some New Balance on the cover.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I looked at the year on the actual production of the album, but like New Balance been around for a long time, bro. They've been around since like 75, 74. I think 74, something like that. And it took them quite a while to catch the type of steam that we're seeing from them right now. And it's dying down too. It's dying down too. But that's a result of the game. You know, they at where they at in the race with the other brands. But yeah, I don't see nothing wrong with it. If New Balance is gonna go with that, especially if he actually, had on a pair in a picture, run with it. Why not?
Yeah, exactly. It looks like New Balance began in 1906. So that's the date. I was just basically Google it, and it kind of just says New Balance started in 1906, but that probably wasn't when they first actually started manufacturing sneakers. But yeah,
but different name. They might have been sneakers too. Yeah.
Yeah, basically from that perspective alone, like I think Adidas could come out and say the same thing. Oh yeah, we always think about the Forum High being the Jordan sneaker potentially.
Well, they dropped it. They dropped the Carolina colorway, but that's the thing. He wore them in college, and
he wore the blue variation in the Olympics as well, or the Olympic trials as well. So that's another thing that they could have.
Right, so they could try that, but they ain't finna do that, bro. They don't want no smoke.
Yeah, but it's a nice little take to it. It definitely is a nice little take.
But they dropped that colorway for sure, and they hard.
Yeah, the reason why the Forum blue colorway is dope. I want that. If it does redrop, I'm definitely going to get that. It's another little kind of memorabilia, but I do like Forum Highs.
I sent you the link, bro. They dropped the 84 vintage, the white and Carolina blue. I sent you the link for it. They dropped it last year.
Really?
It wasn't the OG one, but it was.
I want the OG one.
Vintage, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So I felt like they was running that narrative.
Yeah, I really want the OG version of that Forum High.
It's like the lost and found version, pretty much.
Yeah, the lost and found version. Yeah, I saw that. I did see that. But the thing is, I think a lot of when you put it from that perspective, I think that kind of plays a compliment to Michael Jordan and Jordan brand and everything he's done, because it kind of still aligns Michael Jordan with some kind of hype that he still has in terms of the sneaker community. Because if other brands are using a hypothetical as a collaboration, that just goes and shows you that Michael Jordan did his thing, and it's still kind of happening to this day, and it's still kind of, people need that same energy sometimes to actually bring some hype behind sneakers, which is good to see. Like, it's a tribute to Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not mad at these. Definitely not mad at these. These are nice. I think 650 is a nice silhouette. I should have picked up the red variation, the black and red variation when it actually went on sale for £44, bro. It was on sale for £44.
I don't like them. I ain't like, especially the black and red. I like a lot of the white colorways. More than I like the that red colorway.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting. But yes, that was all the main quick strikes. I'm talking about main subjects. Main subject time, bro.
There we go.
Cool. Yeah. I saw that. I just don't like the vintage effect on it. This is why I didn't buy.
You can see it's sitting there and they on sale. So
yeah.
They put them out there, but it didn't work. It didn't work the way they wanted it to.
Bro, that sneaker was like £200.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Like, yeah, it's on sale for half price now. But yes, talking about our main topic today, bro. The sneaker mobbery that we having to see in terms of the resale. We touched on the subject a little bit earlier about how people resell sneakers at the in front of the retailers. But recently we've been talking about this, and I thought we would bring it up as a main subject today. There's levels to this sneaker mob culture, which obviously we have people pay other people to stand in line. We see connections with back doors. We see people trying to buy sneakers as soon as they're released from other people. We see people selling sneakers out. How deep does this rabbit hole go? I need to know, because obviously the UK is a bit different. We're still catching up in terms of that agenda. And I don't think there's not organized more. I wouldn't say organized crime. More is not as organized as it is in the States. So how deep does it go?
I don't think it's as deep as it may seem for some people. I do know of people who use it. They use sneakers as supplementary income in the way of not having a job, making sure that they don't have to have a job. I know a lot of people that do have a job that do it also, but the people that don't have a job that do it, whether they're self-employed legally or illegally, and the ones that are self-employed illegally are the ones that are the worst with it. Those are the people that you have to worry about if you lighten up. Those are the people that are bringing bodies that are unstable, whether they are other self-employed, illegally self-employed individuals, or drug users or alcoholics or whatever the case may be. You see all that type of stuff, and then you get the other guys that are they super clean. They come through. They don't stand in line because they got the back door, and they paying 50 over, 60 over, 70, depending on what it is per pair. They paying all this extra money over that the average consumer is not willing to pay. And in a lot of cases, the average reseller is not willing to pay also. So the high level guys like that, or the super connected people that have relationships that are mutually beneficial. Hey, this is what I do.
Yeah.
I can do things for you that you wouldn't be able to do for yourself, and in turn, that's what I need. I need when I call you, our relationship is gonna be in such a way that when I call you for these sneakers, there will be no question.
Yeah, it's a favor for a favor kind of situation. But like the reason why I say that this goes down, if you go down this rabbit hole, it gets very complex. Like now we're seeing because there's no resale, because some sneakers are not reselling as like they used to. Now obviously maybe a year or two back, we saw robberies in like in Scotland where freighters were stopped and the actual stuff was looted.
That's different. I think that's different.
But the thing is, I know it's different, but the thing is that there's so much high commodity in these sneakers that when we talk about sneaker mobbery and all of that stuff, we're talking about situations where, like, if you get into a crime, like you just said, unsavory people, when they come together and start doing stuff like this, it gets a bit more complex.
Yeah. No. Make no mistake about it, bro. Make no mistake about it. When these guys go and hit these trucks and hit these trains and smash and grab in these stores, they already got customers.
Yeah.
Whether it be your local reseller that do it from home or at the back of his, his trunk, whether it's the guy that owns a store, or whether it's the local drug dealer that just want to be fresher than you, or whether it's the local rapper that it's the same difference. He gonna be fresher than you regardless. So they got. I severely doubt majority of these people that's doing these robberies and these heists. Yep. Not necessarily heists, but people that's doing the robberies and stuff are wearing the stuff. Yeah, they gonna keep some stuff for themselves. Yeah. Oh, these my size. Oh, these ain't came out yet. Blah blah blah. Whatever. But they getting it off, bro. If they don't have customers already, they have a network that they can plug into and make moves and get this stuff out of there. And it's going to the resale shops. It is. We saw StockX put a stop on the Chrome 6, the Cherry 11, and what else was it? Midnight Navy Force.
Yeah, the Midnight Navy Forces. Yeah, that's one that was predominantly stolen out of Memphis as well. That's the thing. I'm going to talk about levels to the sneak mob culture, and I want to talk. We go from low level, which is you buy and you resell, to high level where they go in and rob places and steal stuff and steal cargo and know the actual path of the actual freight trains or trucks.
I think it's two sides. I think you correct in what you're saying, but I think they're mutually exclusive. Like the robbery side is just robbery in general, and the sneaker side is sneakers in general, and there's levels on both sides. Where they meet, they may not necessarily meet at the same levels all the time. Like the big robbery people, they're not stealing sneakers. They robbing banks and jewelry and stuff like that. If they come up on some sneakers, then find me somebody that want to buy all these sneakers. So they might end up running into a reseller. But then there's the people that this is what they do. They steal merch. This is what they do.
How liable are you as a sneakerhead? Like, that's just to say, how liable are you to know where your actual product comes from? Like, if you're a reseller, should you be more conscious as where your product is coming from? Because basically, in theory, any reseller could be sold stolen goods. So
exactly.
So does it? Hey,
yeah, I say exactly. I'm agreeing. Yeah.
Yeah. So how do you verify? And if you get raided by the police and they find you with all of these sneakers that haven't come out, that haven't been released, how do you guarantee that they came from a back door, or if they were sold to you or you bought them?
They can take them. Take it. Yeah. If you ain't got anything, you ain't got receipts for. If you getting, you're a known robber.
Do you keep your receipts for your purchases?
Yeah, I try to. Yeah.
Yeah. Same here. Like if somebody came to me and said, "Show me the receipts," I think
insurance purposes, because homeowner insurance want to see receipts. But and we sit in rooms full of multiple thousands every day. So you know, on a sneaker as a sneakerhead, I suggest you get renters and/or home insurance for your stuff.
Yeah.
But,
Imagine coming.
I think.
Just imagine coming into your room one day and sitting there and saying, like, somebody's telling somebody, "Have you seen 20K before?" And
No.
he goes, "No." And you open the door full of sneakers.
Well,
very much.
And they may or may not understand. And we're not talking about spent value. We're talking about market value. If you want to talk, because that's how you got to view your collection. That's not how insurance gonna look at it, but that's how you look at it.
Yeah.
But as far as the sneaker mobbery, the sneaker underworld is concerned, there's so many levels and they're different size. As sneakerheads, we stop at, is it real? As a reseller, they probably stop there too.
Yeah.
If they care, because we know some of them, they'll sell you whatever. They selling fake T-shirts, they selling bootleg hats, socks. You know, some of them because they don't care as much, and a lot of times it's not the price that you expect. You're not pay. Where you gonna go and pay $150 for some brand new bread folds? They fake. They fake.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Kids, Kids, that's the kids' price. That's the kids' price, bro. I know they cost $200 when they came out. I don't expect to pay less than $300 for bread folds, brand new. Nowhere. You know what I'm saying? But that's a knowledge thing. So resellers, if you buying from criminals, you need to be worried. You need to be as on point when dealing with those people as they are on a regular basis, if not more. Especially if you call yourself legitimate, your sources can delegitimize you real fast. Because if they've been followed, because they robbed the bank and they robbed the bank last week, but they selling you sneakers today, and they've been being followed because they're a suspect in this bank robbery, and the police decide, all right, we got him right here. It's in the open. He's selling sneakers. Boom, we got him. Oh, what, these sneakers stolen too? But you didn't. Oh, okay. How many? What, you got what? Yeah, we need all that. We need all that. You know what I'm saying? And now I think you leave yourself.
I think you leave yourself open to kind of investigation if you kind of buy off unidentified people. We know. And I'm not going to say it now. I'm not going to name names, but we know some people end up going to the retail store, or a mom and pop store, and walking up and buying a sneaker from a Mexican. We're not going to name names, but we know situations like that happen, and you end up with a UFS, which is an unidentified forking sneaker. So that situations happen. But the thing is, if you buy from the black market, you are going to get black market material, which is basically you don't know where it came from. You don't know where it came from, who's selling it to you, the reputation of these people you can trust only by word. Even if you legit check it and it's not legit, it could probably, and if it's not legit, you can't return it. So you're loaded with this pair of sneakers that you're going to kind of off to the people that are not aware that they're not legit or fake. Bro, there's all these levels to this. We're talking about levels from going into buying a sneaker off a retailer to then lining up for somebody else, then backdooring sneakers off retailers, then all of a sudden going and buying it from secondary market and kind of waiting for the price to go up to then going in and blatantly robbing places. And it kind of like the more infamous sneakers come within the community and outside the community, and the more they hold value, the more it seems like these cases increase, especially which we're going to come on to later, especially situations like Memphis, and then we had situations all over the place in the States where even like UPS drivers would not UPS, or delivery drivers were dumping just stuff in the wilderness, right?
Okay. Let's go opposite ends of the spectrum real quick.
Yeah.
Kid, suburban kid.
Yep.
Nice family, parents got good jobs, good school, all this. Going to school, growing up, hey, sneakers are cool. Boom. Hey, mom, hey, dad, I want sneakers now. Now I'm looking at sneakers. What?
Yep.
Resale. Really? These shoes I got on, I can sell them for $300? Hey, dad. Dad work at the bank. Dad a financial dude. Hey, dad, look at this. What you think about this? Hey, if you think it could work, why not? I'll help you. Just tell me which ones you want to buy, when you going to buy them, and we can make it happen. Boom, boom, boom. Benjamin Kicks.
Yeah.
This kid turns into Benjamin Kicks. Am I right?
Yeah, of course does.
Boom. Scenario 2. Urban kid. Bad environment. Not many options. Coming up, growing up. Sneakers are cool. Still. Going to school, sneakers are cool. Hey, mom, hey, dad, uncle, auntie, grandma. I like these. I don't know. Them cost a lot of money. How about we get you these?
Instead, yeah.
Find out about resale. You know what? Let me I need to figure something out. I'm gonna start selling crack. I'm gonna start selling weed. I'm gonna do what these other people around here do to get money, because I want these sneakers. And they start doing their thing. And they buying their sneakers. Find out, what? I can get $400 for these sneakers? I can get $300 for these sneakers? Let me figure out how I can get more of these sneakers. And I'm going to treat these sneakers just like I treat my product in the street. Mm-hmm. And guess what that come with? The mentality of the product in the street about these sneakers.
Yeah.
So when I pull up to the store and there's a line out there, I don't care what y'all talking about. I need to be at the front of the line. Because me and these 4 people that I brought with me from the hood, whether they do what I say because I pay them, or they do what I say because I got something they want, I need me and all these people to walk out with at least one pair. And I know it's 30 people in line, but I want to be up here. Who gonna stop me from being up here?
No.
Try it. Let's see. Mm-hmm. So guess what? If I don't get no sneakers, ain't nobody getting no sneakers. I've been there. You know what I'm saying? I've seen it both. I've seen both scenarios. You know what I'm saying? And I know both type of people. And all the type of people in between, bro. It's so many different levels and the different personality traits and all that stuff make a difference, bro. It's so. And we ain't even talking about us. We just talking about them.
Yeah, that's the two extreme spectrums as well. In between, you've got the urban kid who basically is sitting there and thinking, you know what, I can get the sneaker, but it's too expensive because my family can't afford it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save money and potentially get 2, 3, or 4 of these, right? And then sell 1 or 2 or 3, and then I'll have one for myself, which is now free. So there's extreme versions, and what we talked about, the extreme versions, because in between there's multitudes of different levels to this, from like the extreme version of like what we just talked about, the urban kid going on further and involving it and treating it like a bank and just going robbing places and robbing stuff. So, and we see the Benjamin Kicks version, or the middle class to upper class version, which is I'm going to start a business. I've got connections. I'm going to make connections. I'm going to multitask, because it all depends on personality and money. It always comes down to personality and money.
We talking about the robbers and stuff, right? What's the flip side of that? Botters.
Yeah,
we didn't talk about that. It's the same thing. Because are the botters selling the sneakers themselves? Like, are they buying for people? Is left some botters pre-sale, right? Pre-order.
Yep.
Some botters buy and get their whole stash, and they go to StockX, or they go to GOAT, or they go, you know what I'm saying? They go online with it. Some people, they get their stash and they going straight to the resale shop. Give me 30 or 40 a pair, so I can make my quick flip is not the biggest flip. Some people are going to get they 10, 12, 15, 20 pairs, and they're going to hold them. They're going to hold them for 2 years, and they're not going to sell. They ain't going to sell one unless you giving them $350. And they don't care what the market say, because they banking on the future value. So they want you to roll with their logic. Oh, look, bro, I'm telling you now, it's got, because in 2 years when they 500, you're gonna be wishing you would have gave me 350. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, bro. It's crazy.
But this is why we see resale shops last week sell their sneakers for like £360, bro. Even though you can go down the road and get them because they're sitting, and unfortunately, like when we reflect on that at this moment in time, where right this moment in time can you get a Palomino in the retail shop? You can't.
They out
From that logic alone, bro, they're doing the right thing.
But people making warning videos. Don't hold the Jordan 1 pallet, making the reseller warning. The value won't go. The value it costs $180, and the value is you can only get like $10, $15 a pair right now. And now all this, resellers warning other resellers and shifting, trying to shift the market and putting out narratives, trying to change narratives and putting out false narratives and and then we got the media that's either driving it or against it based on what that product is, in particular. So it's a whole lot that go into the thinking of it, the evaluation of the different products, and the acquisition, whether or not you got it on the up and up as far as getting it retail, which that's our lane. We try to stay in the retail lane when we can. When we have to, we'll go to the other side. And being knowledgeable about it is the key. At the end of the day, being knowledgeable about and I think also how far you willing to go to attain pairs makes a huge difference. Yeah,
the reason why I wanted to bring the subject up was because I wanted to just highlight the organization of some of these people that go in for a release. So when you're talking about this, there could be like this is why I call it organized chaos in terms of the way it's been dealt sometimes. Because when you sit there and you're like, right, there's one person, there might be one reseller who's actually got a list, and you have to be properly organized to do this. You have one reseller or one person that's got like 5 to 10 to 15 people contracted onto him. So he's already invested like £20 to £30 or $20 to $30 on per person, right? He's got all of these people going out for him to pick up, to queue in line, to be the first people to camp out on site. And then these people are going to sell the sneaker to him. So they're going to give him the sneaker for retail plus the commission that they had to wait in line for, the number one. Then he's already got somebody or these people lined up to kind of take the sneakers off him. So instantly he's got instant income coming in. So when we talk about organization, I think in terms of the states, the organization is crazy because, but like when you think about it, some people in a queue that you go to, and probably most likely some of the places that I go to, if you have to queue up, these guys know the release is happening, know that some of these sneakers, what the quantity of the sneakers is in the store, know what position to come, know when to line up, know how to maneuver in those circumstances. Even though somebody, like you said, somebody that doesn't care about a queue will jump to the front of the queue and shut it all down. Right. From that perspective alone, the organization on that, to know all of those details, to have connections within the store, to tell them what they need to know relevantly, it is organized mobbery, bro. Like in terms of the way it's maneuvered,
bro,
it is.
Bro, think about it. Me, Cam, US. You, UK.
Yep.
Scott, Scotland. E, Africa.
Yeah.
We could have been put together some ringish sneaker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I know what you're saying.
We in different countries, bro. We got people in different countries who we all know the game. If our motivations were different, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Think if we took our creative ambitions and focused them toward that direction, we'll be rolling already. From the time we all met each other,
yeah,
we'll be rolling already, bro. We got people.
I agree with you.
We got people. And I'm just naming those of us that we got Mars in Netherlands.
Alex from Mexico.
Alex.
Yep.
Like we got people around the world that we can connect with, and if it made sense, we could be doing all type of shucking and jiving out here.
Yeah. I think since getting into the sneaker game, not sneaker game, into picking up sneakers. When I first actually started this, I found it really difficult in terms of picking up sneakers. Obviously, secondly, how to communicate with people, how to make the right connections, how to kind of, being fresh. You don't know how to maneuver. Now, looking back at it, being in this for quite a while now, I'm thinking, well, I can go to the store and talk to this person. I know people in this store. I know the person in this store. I know this person. I can contact this person. I know if I can't get this, I'll talk to Scott upstate. In Scotland, I can do this. I can do that. And you're automatically maneuvering, and you're thinking, oh, okay, cool. I will call up the retail store, ask them this and that, or if they got stock. Yo, bro, like. The development of kind of knowledge by learning and doing stuff is huge, because right this moment in time, like even when you miss a sneaker, you don't really miss a sneaker. I've been on numerous occasions. Not every time. I've been on numerous occasions where I've missed a sneaker and somebody's got me. Like the Lightning 4s. I had the bro come through. He actually copped twice, and I actually copped my size. Dell copped me the Lost and Founds. Bro, like when you miss a sneaker because you're so wrapped up and involved with other sneakers that are kind of in the same mentality as you, it's still organized chaos in our world as well, because it's still chaotic, the releases. But when you miss, you still don't really miss. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's not quite like that for me, but I get what you're saying. I only got a couple of relationships like that, but yeah, it's and then like I said, bro, like I've been saying all year. I told my wife the other day too, because she was surprised when I told her. I'm like, yeah, I only made 5 cops this year.
Yeah.
And she was like, really? I was like, yeah. Because we finna be doing a lot for the end of the year. So I already told her, like, I got the I'm on my years. I'm looking at the 8. She as soon as I said I'm on my year, she was like, oh nah, yeah, you got to get them. Like I'm not gonna sit by and not let you get them. Like, yeah, we got to have them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yeah. And I said, so there's a couple more. Talking about the playoffs, the Cherries, the Royals. So, but yeah, bro, it's just a whole lot, man, with this sneaker thing, and it's life for us. That's the thing that people, I think, miss.
Yeah.
What's life for you is life for you, and I'm gonna respect yours. Just don't disrespect mine. Like you ain't gotta understand. You really don't. I'm so far past even trying to make or help people understand if they're not really interested. Like Mike, I got a cousin, bro. My mom's cousin. She's like 80 something, 81, I think. She be on my Facebook comments, bro. Again. Shout out Dolores. She might watch the podcast. Shout out my cousin Dolores, man. She be on me so hard, bro. I mean, this lady 40 years older than me. And she told me, she be talking about, you need to, the way you be buying the Michael Jordans, you need to, he should be come and give you an autograph. And she don't understand, bro.
Yeah.
She don't understand.
Yeah.
She was my age before the shoes came out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So she has no idea about, you know, what it is, like why we are. And it's cool. Just nod and agree or say, oh, okay, that's interesting. Or whatever, and go ahead.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna be on you about you. I've also seen that too. We've had people pull up on the line and look at us crazy, like, why y'all stood out here for sneakers? Yeah, we are. Bye.
And then you know what the best thing is when somebody comes up to you, what are you lining up for? Sneakers.
I hate it. And everybody that know what we there for start looking at each other like, who gonna say something? And if don't nobody say nothing, ain't nobody gonna say nothing.
Like, you know what's really funny is when they end up joining the queue with you. It's when they end up joining the queue with you, the funniest thing.
No, what's also funny is when you realize, and it's a trick too. I knew you was gonna get me with a 3-hour podcast today too. It's a trick sometimes when people will ask you, or they'll walk up and say, "What y'all lined up for?" And they get in the line, and they try to assimilate, or they try to act like they know what's going on. That's when it's funny, when they don't get an answer, because the sneakerheads, I've seen it too many times, bro. The sneakerheads all look at, especially if some of us know each other, we all look at each other and be like,
here it comes.
Somebody say some Air Max, knowing we lined up for the Toro 14s. I said, oh yeah, some Air Max come out today, right? So if the person do get in line, they go in there asking for the wrong thing.
The best response is when they end up turning up and saying, "Oh, you getting them new Michael Jordans, are you?"
No, listen. But then people will try to skip by saying, "I'm just coming to shop," because you know if somebody, especially if somebody at the door controlling the line, they'll say, you know, are you here for the release, or you just want to shop? And they'll say, I just want to shop. I've seen sneakerheads and resellers know what's going on and act like they don't, just to get in the store and then try to get to the register and cop. Like, nah, bro, you wouldn't even. No.
Some sneaky shit, bro.
Trash, bro. And of course, we all standing outside the store looking at the register like, bro, don't get beat up out here. We will all converge on this store, beat you up, kick you out, and then get back in line in the same order. Because we already know it don't matter who gets sneakers now. We just know you not finna get one right now. You got to go back there, partner.
I think the worst thing is when you're waiting outside the store and somebody rolls out a whole big consignment of just sneakers on a tray, and you're like, every single size run ×2, and you're like, what?
They only do that at Nike Linux, bro. They bring them. They get sizes from the time you walk in the door. So the line is outside. Yeah. When you walk in, they got 2 lines. They got 2 people that's gonna ask you what your size before you even get in line to let you know if they even got it or not. And by the time you get to the but way before you get to the register, you and everybody in front of you size is already there. And they rolling them carts out, bro. 30, 40 pairs at a time. You'd be like, oh my God. Is that really 30 pairs of lost and founds right there in front of me? I want all of them.
You know what? The worst thing would be if they rolled it out the store while the gates are still closed, and then they said, which is about half an hour before the release, and they said, pre-order your sneakers.
You know what happened? You know what happened? There'll be a sneaker court that following Sunday. That's what happened.
You know there is going to be. All right, cool. We're gonna move on to the next topic, but before we do, I just want to take this doesn't have to be long because I don't want to keep you here too long. And I know we've just passed the 2 hour mark because obviously we just got carried away with subjects because we're quite interested. But I want to know, as a sneaker influencer, or the relevance of a sneaker influencer, does it depend on your sales or how relevant you are to the community? Now, I say that because we saw the Khaled fights not do as well as a lot of people thought. But even though they were an amazing sneaker, by the way, we're not talking about the silhouettes, or we're not talking about the colorway or the sneaker itself. We're talking about the influence of a collaborator. So like we see that now, we see the Fat Joe Air Force Ones. The blue variation came out. They slightly sat.
What?
And the blue variations came out just this week, and I think they were sitting, and Scott couldn't cop because they won't ship outside of New York. So that happened, and I don't think that blue variation is coming out anywhere else. But also there's a black variation of the Travel Squad sets is coming out. And it's not gonna. I don't think the resale is high on that, so I don't think it's gonna do as well. But we know Fat Joe is a predominantly big sneakerhead, and TJ Khaled is another big sneakerhead. But then you see the other flip side where Travis Scott is doing crazy things, and everybody's super hyped behind these releases, and they sell out. So, and I'm not saying Travis Scott isn't a big sneakerhead. I'm just saying the two equivalents. So now, is your influence more important, or is the hype more important in terms of the sneaker release? And I say this just as a quick question, because I want to know what your thoughts on that is. What's more important for you?
I think hype and influence are one and the same, really. Because one lends itself to the other. Even if you go semantics and break down the differences between hype and influence, because I do think hype is shorter term than influence. Influence lasts longer than just hype. But hype is for like trends and fads or whatever. But so with that being said, I guess you can kind of say influence makes the bigger difference, because I think influence comes with lineage. And influence comes with a positive track record. In most cases. Because influence comes with allowances. Influence comes with partnerships and branding opportunities and all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Influence comes with positive feedback from things that you've done prior. Hype can come from nowhere and mean nothing, or it could come from nowhere and mean everything. It could turn into something influential. Yep. It could be, the hype moment could be influential. We talking about Terrace Square Air Force Ones, but it's Fat Joe. The sneaker is hype, but it's Fat Joe still. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Versus
it brings a bit more weight. But it brings a bit more weight to the
right. Yeah. The sneaker has its own influence on the culture as a product, and it's because it's attached to Fat Joe, and it's it's a sneaker that exists that didn't supposed to exist only so many pairs ever made, and all that stuff that come with Fat Joe. With Khaled is different. Khaled is Khaled ain't got no he got sneaker culture influence, but Joe, the fact that he already had a product that he can know that people already want, it's a little different. But I do believe influence matters more. If we talk about in sneakers, influence matters more because you can create hype because of your influence. Hype don't necessarily bring influence.
Ultimately, I think it depends on the sales, and it depends on how much product you sell. In terms of from the branding point of view. So if like the college went on sale, and I think the brands are looking at that, or Nike and Jordan brand look at that and thinking, okay, cool, it didn't go as well as we'd hoped it would, but it still was a dope release for the collaborator. I think the Terror Squad is going to lie in that equation as well. It's a influencer that has a really good reputable stake in the sneaker game, so this is a good collaboration to have. But ultimately, I think the brands look at it as how much product can we sell. And it's always going to be that how much product can we sell for the price that we want it to. So the success rate is always going to be determined to that. But I feel like we get very convoluted in terms of when we talk about sneakers and we talk about hype and influence and releases, and sometimes we get lost in the source in terms of what a sneaker means and how relevant and how hyped it is. And I think this is why I asked the question. For my knowledge, from my intake, I could definitely say like a Travis Scott is going to be super hyped. It's going to be super hard to get. But like a Khaled 5 released, it wasn't. And I think the Terror Squad isn't. But it doesn't take away from what the sneaker is in general, because the sneaker itself has very big relevance in the community. And that's what I was trying to get at is how do you judge the success of a sneaker? Is it dependent on the hype and the influence, the numbers sold, or is it dependent on who's releasing it?
Success is subjective. It depends on what you're talking about. Whether it's a good pair or not, I don't care about what the numbers are. If you just want to talk about numbers, okay, hype pairs are gonna sell, of course. So all the hype stuff is going to sell out. Where the resale land at, if you want to judge success off that, that's another viewpoint that you can have. As a wearer of my sneakers, are the materials good? Is the colorway good? Is it comfortable? Successful. If the colorway is good, if the whatever, like all. This is successful to me.
Yeah.
Did it sell out? No. It went on sale. It's still success. It's a Space Jam IE low. I like it. It's comfortable. I like the colorway. I like the materials. It's successful to me as a sneakerhead, as a person that buys shoes to wear. So for us, and I know you feel similar to that. Do the other stuff come into play, in your mind, in the back of your mind, what you deciding what you're gonna wear or whatever the case is? Sure it does. But do it matter at the end of the day? No.
I'm because a lot of people, because I'm gonna be honest, a lot of people probably thinking like Fat Joe's Terror Squad is gonna be the same as Khaled's Terror Squads. They're not relevant. They don't have any relevance in the some people, not me. Some people are probably thinking that the sneakers were trash. They shouldn't release. Why did they get a collaboration? All those questions come along. So this is why I asked the question: is it dependent on the actual number sold and the hype, or is it dependent on who does the sneaker itself? And when I see people like Fat Joe and Khaled and whoever does have a collaboration, Joey Fresh Goods, Balvin's, when they start doing collaborations, and even if they don't sell out, I still think they have a very big hand to play in what they release anyway, because they have so much influence in the arena anyway, and that influence to me holds more weight than somebody that has a hype sneaker that just sells numbers. And I respect those collaborators slightly more than other ones, because obviously I'm like, cool, they did their thing. They've been around.
Yeah.
They've been here for years and years and years, and they're still doing their thing, and it's great to see.
No, first is We the Best. You said Khaled Terror Squad. Khaled, We the Best.
Yeah.
Joe Terror Squad. They affiliated, but We the Best Fives. Khaled, this Terror Squad won. The J Balvin 2 sat, but clearly Jordan Brand still rocking with him, and the 3 is a much better sneaker. I don't like the white one that much, but it's better than that 2 was for sure. But to anybody that DJ Khaled is important in the sneaker culture, okay? He get on my nerves too. So what? He's important in the sneaker culture. Influence, I wouldn't say so much, but the sneaker was dope. He a cool dude. He funny. He make good content. He make good music. And the shoes were dope. Period. If you didn't like the shoe, okay, that don't mean it ain't dope. I like a lot of stuff that's people don't like, and I don't like a lot of stuff that's still dope. It don't matter, bro. It don't matter. It wasn't my favorite choice of colors on either one of them, but they hard, bro. Same thing with these Terror Squad Air Force One. I don't like Air Force. I'm not an Air Force One guy, bro. I told my wife the other day, I have to go for this shoe. I have to. As a sneakerhead, I have to go for this shoe. And I'm going to wear it if I get it. Believe me.
You in those cases, and I'm going to say this, in those cases, it's only once in a while when sneakers like that release and they have so much history behind them, especially the Terror Squad, the Air Force Ones. I'm not saying the Khaled 5s don't, but especially the Terror Squad Air Force Ones, when they come out and they have so much history and notoriety behind them, you just can't get away from like what that means.
Bro, it's a sneaker.
How impactful that is.
Nike didn't like the fact that the dude was making the sneakers for Joe. He got caught and got in trouble because it's Fat Joe. Like Fat Joe back then, like Fat Joe in the past 5-6 years is a different type of person. I ain't gonna say a different person because he's still Fat Joe. He's still Joey Crack. Like his reputation preceded him for so long that it didn't allow him to have a partnership with a company like Nike. But now that the culture has shifted more towards hip hop in general, all these collaborators, besides the fact that Jordan cleaned up his act, it only makes sense, bro. And it's a treat for the culture. It is. Anybody that don't feel that way don't know what they're talking about. Whether you like it or not, don't matter. It really don't matter. It is what it is. It's history coming back to fruition, like the Thunderfolds.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the Raging Bulls by themselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, the culture knows how many people sold the black one and kept the red one. So it came back by itself. It makes sense. It just, certain stuff makes sense, unlike the Moonlight. You know what I'm saying?
Let's not talk about the Moonlight. But that was just an interesting question and an interesting take. I wanted to kind of reflect on you, bro, because like I see a lot of people just sit there and sometimes just not even kind of consider releases like that as important or how important they are, because basically from their perspective, it's always going to be like, oh yeah, it's not relevant. It's not it's just Fat Joe releasing a Air Force One, but it's more than that. It's way more than that in terms of the relevance of that sneaker. Yeah. Anyway, bro, coming in, it's that time of the podcast where we need to take some people to court, bro. So let's get into this, bro. Shall we?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
When resale is too high.
Damn resellers. Hold on.
when hype beats go too far.
These damn hype beasts. Order in the court, order.
The back door opens.
Guilty.
It's time for
Order in the court.
the sneaker court of public
Guilty.
opinion.
Guilty. And if you know what time it is, you already should know if you've been watching. It's the Sneaker Court of Public Opinion with me, Judge Public Opinion, and execute and high in the queue. Shana in that comment. What is up, bro? What is up today? Because we got 3 cases on the docket, 3 naughty people on the agenda, 3 people that should be punished and should be condemned for their bad behavior.
All right, let's do it.
Are you ready for this? Right, first on the docket. Joint case, bro. First of all, it is the thieves that stole 200K worth of Nikes from the store, bro, and directly from the store in our favorite town, Memphis. Yet again. Is this the first time? No. Is this the second time? No. Will it be the last time? Probably not. So my question to Nike is, how are you protecting your stores? Because I'm taking you to court and the people that stole the merchandise to court, because you know there's a weak hold point in Memphis. So what are you guys doing to stop this? First of all. And second of all, anybody that stole those sneakers needs to kind of be reprimanded and put in jail. As simple as that.
It seemed like an opportunistic moment for the thieves. Because there was a FedEx trailer sitting outside, and they cut through the gate and opened the trailer. They didn't have to go in the store.
Exactly. I'm gonna read this from light to light. Memphis strikes again. At around 4 a.m. Thursday morning, thieves broke into Nike employee store and got away with 200K in merchandise, according to Memphis police. A store security guard was on break when he saw a loud boom and saw men open the storage trailer door behind the store. She called her supervisor and the police responded. When the police arrived, the 5 cars was organized crime, like we say, bro. 5 cars and a pickup truck speeded away from the store. Memphis is like, this is the emphasis they're going to use. Memphis has been a hot target for robberies, as 800K worth of Nike's products were stolen last year, and just last month, 400K worth of Nike products were stolen from boxcars. So my question, bro, is this Memphis mob are on the loose. What is Nike doing about it?
Filing insurance claims.
Yeah, exactly. This is what I'm going to say. Filing insurance claims, getting the money back, and quite deadly on the actual consuming front, because obviously these sneakers are going missing. So on that front, bro, guilty, because I'm going to say these robbers have always been guilty from the onset, ever since they stole about $1 million's worth of product over the last couple of years. And now on top of that, Nike are guilty for this. Has been the 4th or 5th occasion in Memphis when this product has gone missing, and they've done literally nothing about it because they can claim it on the insurance. Now the question is, like, Nike need to step up now and kind of not be the beaten retailer where sneakers are stolen.
They need to get out of Memphis and move to Atlanta.
That's the one, bro. Get out of Memphis. But yes, on that context, bro, what's your kind of charge to them?
They got to be forced to move all their main operations on the East Coast, the Southeast, to Atlanta. Period. We need factory stores in every suburb of Atlanta. 2 of them, matter of fact.
I heard there's a new place in Atlanta. It's called Q's Basement, and that's a new boutiques that Q's opening up. So please, Nike, can you give Q a contract for the zero-tier sneakers that he really wants and really needs? All right, next court case, bro. We're knocking these out of the park today, bro. Guilty, and this time it's Hebert Sports. using DoorDash to drop your Jordans. I'm not joking. This one had me tripping, bro. How are you using Hibbets to actually drop a tier 0 sneaker to people's doors?
Bro, come on, dog.
This is a person on I think it's Twitter or on social media. Stephen Christopher basically said, Hibbert Sports, please help me understand why you would ship a $200 sneaker through DoorDash. Absolutely no tracking information provided. Bro, their response. Thank you for your order. An item that you ordered is now on the way and will be delivered by a local driver, DoorDash or point pickup within the next day or two.
What?
Bro, how is Hibberts? I don't know if this is real or fake. I'm just bringing it to the case and to the court to actually highlight that this could be a possibility. And it's a Palomino Jordan 1, bro. How is Hibberts using DoorDash, a food delivery company? Is it food delivery company predominantly, isn't it?
Yeah.
To deliver sneakers, bro. Yeah. If this is not bad behavior 101, I don't know what is. Given the speed of this delivery, no tracking information is associated with the shipment, but the rest assured it will be delivered on time. Basically, the Hibberts have full confidence in DoorDash, even though DoorDash you can just steal their sneakers, dash their sneakers, no tracking information, no way to know where their sneakers are, no signature. Bro, how do you know your sneakers are going to get delivered on time? That's what I'm saying. That's crazy, bro. When I saw this week, this is crazy.
Come on, Hibbert. Y'all supposed to be one of the good guys, man. Y'all been doing good for a while. The point system. Hibbert is where I got them taker threes from for $100 or whatever. Like, come on, Hibbert. Come on, Hibbert. Oh my God. This is real like a behavior right here, man.
Guilty. What's the charge, bro? What is the charge for this?
They have to put Foot Locker signs on top of the Hibbert signs for a month.
Is Foot Locker that bad now, bro?
Construction crews ASAP to come and hang Foot Locker signs on front of all the Hibbert and City Gear stores for a month. So, and their sales gonna go down just because it's got Foot Locker in front. Watch.
Yo, bro, I can give you a better judgment on that. It's Hibbert should do a buy one get one free. If your sneaker isn't delivered, you get one free after that as well. Or even better, buy one get one free for you DoorDash. If it gets delivered, you get 2 pairs. Oh, bro, this is crazy. This is the craziest story I've ever seen. But last but not least, bro, guilty, and this time it's Mr. Travis Scott coming to the docket because basically it looks like people have begun to file back charges or chargebacks on the Utopia Travis Scott Nike Air Force One after they have received shipment updates in haven't received shipment updates in more than 1 month, bro. People have not been getting their sneakers or their vinyls or their records because there's no tracking information, there's no nothing, and people are just being left in the lurch, bro, because a lot of people are saying there's no update. I can't get my merchandise I've ordered from the Utopia website, from Travis Scott's website.
Because they never ordered nothing from Travis Scott before.
You reckon?
No. This is par for the course.
Okay.
Travis merch, the McDonald's stuff, the Air Maxes, the shoes ship in a boutique timely manner.
Yeah.
But the merch, I believe, is pre-order. I believe they produce precise amounts in merch. So they do samples to, have the pictures up on the website. And once you make your order, your product goes into production. That's what I believe.
Yeah.
And it's always like this on Travis, especially the merch releases on the Travis Scott website. It's always shipped late.
Okay, cool. Well, I think there should be a notification on the website that the shipment might be late. I don't know why they don't do tracking. I think a lot of people just kind of miffed and then they kind of just said, I want to cancel my order and get my money back because I don't know where my product is. A month is a long time though. I think a month, you can wait a couple of weeks. I think 2 weeks is most likely to be the limit that somebody should wait for any information. But yeah, a month is a long time to wait. A month is a long, long time to wait.
Yeah.
So on that, bro. Guilty. What charge are you giving it, bro?
I say that the impatient people are guilty for and I understand, but these are people that ain't never shot with Travis before. So Travis need to put out some type of warning. And all these council orders need to be paid back ASAP. And Travis is gonna have to just eat that merch or resell it.
I don't think you have a problem reselling it. Let's just be honest. Just in terms of that, you just reversed it to the actual impatient people. What's your time limit? What's your time limit though? What is your time limit?
I waited a week for the Union ones to ship. I also waited a week for my 1s, 4s, and 2s from all my hair to ship. So one of them, which one shipped a little bit quicker? I know I waited like almost a month to get the 1s though. It was like three weeks plus. I had to wait to get out my hair 1s. So,
I would say on that context alone, then I would say, Travis, you need to kind of up your customer service and put a notification on your website that product will be shipped, but it might take some time. But yeah, I'm agreeing with you. Some people just need to be patient, but a month is a long time still. I reckon.
They still airbrushing Air Force One, so they still got they waiting on Foot Locker to get their shipment in because Max B he got the Foot Locker plug, so they waiting on the Foot Locker Air Force One shipment to come in so they can make the rest of it. So y'all just be patient.
On that note, that was Sneaker Court for today.
When resale is too high.
Damn resellers. Order.
When hype beats go too far.
These damn hype beasts. Order in the court. Order.
When the back door opens.
Guilty.
It's time for
order in the court.
The Sneaker Court of Public
Guilty.
Opinion. Yo, I said Max B is actually Chase B, Travis DJ.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
He the one that shout out to Rick. He said he saw Chase B when they went to Houston for the Travis ones. I want to say the Mocha Lows. They went to Houston for.
Yeah.
He saw Chase B getting shoes.
Oh, okay. Are you sure they weren't triple white Air Force Ones?
No, they wasn't. But the people wasn't happy. When they saw him come empty-handed and leave with a bunch of Travises while they were standing in line for Travises.
That's what you call sneaker mobbery. It's who you know, not what you know.
And Travis DJ, and they was at Travis store.
There you go, bro. There you go. Just like the trophy room ones. But yes, sorry about the super long episode this week. It was an hour longer than expected. We had a lot of good subjects to go. And we actually went into a lot of debates, unfortunately. But it is what it is. We're just under 3 hours, so thank you for staying this long. But like I said, we're taking over. We're always going to take over. Our aspirations is to hopefully be the best of the best in the sneaker pod race. So let's just keep that mentality and keep going. So like I said at the start, tell your mother, your daughters, your nephews, your nieces, your aunties, your uncles, your grandmas, your granddads, all of them. Let them know the Shooter Podcast is on the show. With me and Q. On that note, bro, Call us out.
Yo, we appreciate all y'all. The TJ takeover was very eventful. Very eventful. I appreciate it. I do. I really do. I want everybody to know that we love y'all and we appreciate y'all. And we want y'all to have a great day, a great week, a great month, and a great year. And we also want y'all to go ahead to Foot Locker and buy the rest of these Adidas Forum 84 High put in works, because they've been sitting around so long that they half price now. And
yeah,
y'all like wearing dirty shoes anyway. They pretty dirty for y'all, so y'all go get them.
Yo, bro. They should have called these the Michael Jordan Multiverse Adidas Originals Forum 84. Put in the work. Forums, literally, just give. If you put Michael Jordan in front of it, it will sell.
Trash. Keyword trash.
On that note, peace out, guys. Peace.
Peace.